Welcome to the party, pal. I am Commander Tom, and these are the continuing adventures of the Whispering Owl with the arcade playing Dungeons and Dragons. Do keep in mind that we are grown ups. This is late night Friday night. Sometimes our jokes are a little more grown up, so I would rate this more of a PG 13, TV 14 experience. But if you like buddies hanging out, having fun, role playing and slaying, you've come to the right place. Let's go ahead and check in with the Whispering Owl, already in session. Hey guys.
Yo, I still have my other bottle here, waiting.
And if you didn't catch that, we are now live.
Oh, so this is my Jack Daniels.
Ba-dum-bum,
Tennessee
yeah.
honey.
Is that how you do a product placement? No, you got to show the label.
Dude, my wife should. Hold on.
This is Black Velvet, Black Label. It always comes with a Black Label. $12 for this 1.75 liters.
Holy
Tastes
shit,
like
you guys
shit,
know what a
but it
liter is.
gets you
There you
farted
go.
up.
That's a lot better. That's how you. Boys, this is how we get the sponsorship deals.
Jack Daniels is good for the lungs. Good for the heart and soul.
And you wonder why I do my TV 14 PG 13 disclosure rating.
I don't think anybody wanted
You know
that
what-
here, man. We all know why we do it.
This is my drug.
As you know, all of us.
This is my sniffing drug. It's called Vaporu. It's very good. Gets you nice and high. Delicious.
Golly.
Vaporoo? Is that like knockoff Fix Vapo Rub?
It is. It's fucking- it's big.
Does it
Oh,
come
you
in,
said
does it
like,
come
is
in
that
maple
like-
syrup flavor? Tails might be interested.
Vaporu. Vaporu. It's good for sniffing. Makes you smell nice.
Alright, so previously
One
on
more
the
thing.
adventures of the Whispering Owl, our faithful crew narrowly escaped the Stormhome's body snatching escapades and made it to the coastline barely. We did, however, lose Gregory, and you're going to have to help me out here. Which one of the brothers got body snatched?
I don't know. I keep confusing them.
Dang.
Claw? Yep, see?
Thane got snatched, Gregory got snatched, and is Sky with us, or did she get snatched too?
She's with
Yeah.
us.
She's with. All right. We made it to the coast. I do believe that our fearless captain
Oh,
was taking his long rest, and that's what I remember as far as essential details. Anyone else?
No, but Tom, I need to message you about something. I was supposed to talk to you about this, and I forgot. One second.
Private message, even. Why am I scared?
Because it's coming from Dark.
Agreed.
Wait, Dark the person or Dark the character?
Dark the person.
We need to start
He's
coming up
getting
with more
private
original names.
I
No, if
100% feel like Tails literally just made a rogue named Dark just to fuck with Dark X Rogue.
I know.
No, that was just a happy coincidence.
I appreciate the love and the support, but god damn.
I forget who says it, but they state there are no such things as coincidence.
I know that. Where do I know that from?
Sounds like a Yoda quote.
Probably.
But why does he fucking? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, we didn't. Commander Tom, we didn't.
I'm going to need to do this right quick.
Okay, I need to look this shit up. Okay, there is no such
Probably Master Miyagi, and I'm just messing it
No,
up, trying to talk like a
Yoda, Attack
Khajiit.
of the Clones.
Is it?
I swear it is.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word on it.
What's up now?
He was just Google searching where he can buy methamphetamines.
Ba-dum-bum.
I mute my mic and then cover my mic so I don't cough.
And that is actually appreciated.
This year has really messed me up.
But only you. Everyone else has been just peaches and cream.
Yeah. An asshole. Anyways, I believe you guys left off with the long rest that Red hasn't yet woken to wake up from.
Yeah, she'll be sleeping in today, so let's just put her to bed. Just put her
Someone tells
down.
me she.
I can just. North Star gets a napkin, puts it over Red's face, and goes, "Shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep."
The smell of elderberry knocks them out for months.
Oh, also for future reference, I don't know if you guys know, there's a new program out that one of our DM that does the Sunday campaign uses. It's called Tailspire. It just released. I think it was yesterday or today. It was yesterday.
It was Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night. But it's really good because it kind of gives that like a nice 3-dimensional board that you can kind of build on and do all that shit. I've been using it. It's fucking cool, but I don't know how the fuck to use it.
I actually made any boards yet?
Mm.
I saw him make a house.
I built a campsite that had a dock, and then there was like water, and then a fucking one of those Kraken motherfuckers coming out of the water. It was great, fantastic.
So I actually built something on there if you want to see it real quick.
Yeah, I'm down.
You just gotta share your screen. That's all.
With his new computer, he can do it.
Who, me?
Where's it?
No, El Gato. He couldn't even like watch screen shares on his laptop because it would kill his computer.
Yeah.
I thought my laptop was bad.
But what is that? What type of who is that? Who's
Now we're on. I'm watching. I'm
Whoa.
watching you on the same
Oh,
screen.
Good gosh, Inception over here. I'm streaming, him streaming, us streaming.
What?
Wait.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Oh,
I could have easily set it up wrong. So
this
click on
is
screen.
not the D&D I told my audience.
Oh God!
You could click on screen and then it will say applications and then click on whatever application you're doing.
there we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Something I whipped up not too long ago.
Cool.
Yeah, but this is not product placement, but I thought this was a really cool program.
Yeah. So that thing that I was talking about a few weeks ago was the first starting board for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you figured out? Because I don't know how Aaron does it, but like if you can have like a 2-story building, you can just view the first story and have the second story hidden.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I couldn't figure that shit out.
Just button right here.
Oh, son of a bitch! That's all.
It's of course it's not that easy.
God damn it!
Well done,
I think-
Kyber. Well done. I like this little clap.
It has to drown you.
Yeah, then the water. But yeah, this fucking when I run my first game, it's gonna be on Telspire because I feel like that'd be such a cool tool to use because it helps my mind when I can visually see it.
All right, I've showed off enough for today. Let's continue.
Anyways, I suppose at this point you awaken.
Okay. Since technically I was meditating, and I was thinking about something, do I have to roll sleight of hand for efficiency, and do I have to roll to aim? Make sure I don't get any sticky stuff anywhere.
God. PG-13.
I believe they call that head cannon space that you do on your own time.
But it's downtime activities.
I'm collecting it in a jar, a tablespoon at a time.
I grab his flying mop, give it to him, clean it up.
Never.
I'm just trying to build homunculus.
Oh no! It fucking starts walking his legs. No. So this is how children are made.
Anyways,
All right. So, at some
We've
point,
grown up 10 years now. Hopefully.
as North Star gets over his migraine.
It sounds like North Star needs some more alcohol.
I don't drink. I don't have an issue with it. I haven't drank for about 20 years now.
Well, I know. I mean, I know you don't, but talking about North Star the
Yeah.
character.
Preach, probably at this point, yes. Okay. I know personally at some point I would like to take an hour to find familiar. But I'm willing to wait on that. I believe we were looking at trying to question the body of that individual to try to get intel on where to go, I believe is where we were leaving off.
Do you think they work together?
Mm-hmm.
The dragons confirmed that that was his boss.
Mm-hmm.
And do you honestly think that the dragons attacking Stormhome at the same time as the mind flayers and everyone else is just that much of a coincidence?
Mm-mm.
With the mind flayers? Yes. Those bastards like to use everybody without telling them.
Oh, I'm not
For
saying
sure,
that
it was.
I'm not saying that the mind flayers weren't using Illard. I can't find my notes thanks to changing drives and stuff. But I'm just saying that they are connected. Okay? The only two possible leads I can think of, and I am spitballing here, is we can question him, or if we have the ability, maybe through Sigil, we can try and scry for, Fang and for Gregory, and try and get in the lead that way. That's literally the only two ideas. Unless, who's that new guy who's the artificer from Stormhold? He might know of an emergency fallback position, and then at that point, that's the three possible leads I can think of where do we go from here. But I'm totally open to input.
We need to be careful though, because if he had a mind flare in him, first off, typically when the host dies, that little shit fucking comes out to look for a new host. So, and I'm not sure if any of us were really paying attention to see if anything came out. And two,
I sure.
we don't know if as soon as he gets resurrected, is if our location is gonna end up become a beacon for them, because they could still be connected to the net. So
We're
to
so
speak.
close enough to Stormholm, I'm thinking we're pretty close to danger as is. I do get what
Mm.
you're saying, though, but it's not, the whole dang country is getting into a war here. Safe is a relative
Mhm.
term.
Yeah, and I have to. He was a high-ranking member if I remember correctly, correct? He was a high-ranking person.
He was part of
He was high influential. We know that.
He was, as
Green.
far as you know, he was a cleric of the Blood of Vol.
Okay. Because
And Hendrik knew him personally, so
I think he said something. I think I mentioned him saying something about him being a double agent.
yeah, because if he got exposed and turned, we don't know who else got exposed too. Like we don't know how deep that fucking web goes, so we have to
And
play
I
extra cautiously here.
and I totally agree with being cautious. You yourself
Mhm.
said I'm the strategist generally, okay? I totally agree with that. But sitting here is not an option. Okay? I mean, not
Oh
forever.
no, I agree with that. Yeah,
Okay?
no, I agree with you.
So, what do we
I'm,
want to
I'm
do
just
for
saying.
next step is the question.
I don't know
Be-
about you guys, but I want to try to put some distance between here and there, and we have to figure out what we're gonna do with this little girl.
oh yeah. All right.
With, Vaneth on that one.
Kind of forgot where the hell I put her.
she's under Vaneth.
Oh, okay.
Don't say it like that. Vanith is away from her in a respectable distance.
That was perfect timing. I unmuted to a ba-ding.
Sorry. That's the sound of food being ordered.
Order yours, please. I don't want it.
I talked to Sigil, and he can perform the Skyrim. Problem is, we're gonna have to know where it's actually at.
Wait. Repeat that, sir. I think you broke up.
It's like Sigil said, so you can perform the Skya, but we're gonna have to
Scrying?
find out where he actually is, or scrying.
Oh, he was saying scrying with the accent, which was making my
Ah,
brain
okay. Gotcha.
not understand what it was.
Okay. Okay.
Now I know. Feel free to continue with the accent.
But we're still gonna have to figure out where it actually is. We're only gonna have visual clues and sound. It's not
Oh,
exactly a pointing arrow.
we're not gonna get any sort of direction or anything. We'll just be able to like get a visual what can they see type thing.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Well, that puts that at like option C to me of likelihood, because more than likely our captives are barely they're gonna if they see anything like if their eyes aren't covered or whatever, we're gonna see a prison cell or something or whatever. So that's gonna be
No, it's not through their eyes.
okay. Well, you know what
Think
I
of it as a dome of what's around them by 10 feet.
great. It's gonna be a prison cell or a jail or something like that. It's still not gonna be super useful information. What are other options here? What's our artificer say? Do we have any likelihoods from that? Our guest from Stormholm, whom I've lost my notes and I can't find what his name was.
Gavin.
Gavin.
Oh, sorry, I was in the middle of a coughing fit. What were you trying to ask him again? I'm sorry. I hope that's not going to be a regular thing tonight. I'll try not to.
Gavin, in the event of an emergency, would Stormholm have any failsafe position? Is there an emergency plan of evacuation to Beta Site? something like that.
Well, for the most part, the wards were supposed to keep anybody with ill intent from entering the entirety of the city. No, I don't believe we have any backup safety bunkers. In the last war, we were neutral. We had to be.
I don't think you're neutral anymore, but I understand. Okay.
I don't think we're anything anymore.
Yeah, I understand the sentiment. Don't give up hope. All right, so talk to a
I
dead
think the
man.
question we should be asking here is, well, here's the question we should be asking. Who has the kind of ability to summon mind flares like that?
You don't know much about mind flayers, do you?
No, I don't.
Think of mind flayers as other dimensional beings that just want to conquer. Evil as shit. Don't work for anybody but themselves.
Well, I have to stop you there because they are a little different in Eberron, but that would probably be the gist of what you would think. But if you, I don't think any of you have the necessary background to have even an inkling of understanding about it.
Well, seeing how I've got a -2 in intelligence, I don't think it's me.
Does anybody have deep speech as a language?
Well, actually, nope.
Nope.
Not here.
One was a pirate.
I speak 7,
What
but
was it,
deep speech
assassin?
is not one of them.
Yeah. Like basically, what you're saying is just like common knowledge. Pretend I said nothing, and I did not interrupt you.
But if they also have this ward that doesn't allow people that or any beings with ill intent come in, then there's got to be some way they got in.
Well, it's not necessarily warded from planar travel. Maybe some high-level teleportation magics.
Can we
Well,
trace it?
either way we can go how this even started. But to begin, we need to come up with a plan to do at the present, and then we can figure all that shit out later.
I like the plan that we're already doing, and that's getting the fuck out of here.
So let's go ahead and do that. I think we should start getting the ship prepped. Everyone rested, ready to go.
We've already done that part. Now I need the next part.
All right, let's go.
As
And
in
where-
map too.
So let's see. Are we on the map right now? So where are we at right now? Why is
with the
there-
rock ruins?
Okay. Wait, where?
A couple hours southeast or southwest of Stormhome.
Okay. Which was over here, right there. Okay. Okay, right there. Okay. I honestly, maybe the best place to go would probably be Fairhaven.
We go there, we're gonna get recruited. I'm not much of a fighting a war I don't want anything involved in.
Mm, true.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna play
guys should at least be aware that's where Captain Vulos was headed,
Okay.
as well as Hendrik. That is where Queen Aurella Irwinaran might be off on that name.
I'm going to play a Hail Mary just to see if, because last contact we had with General Vuloff was he was getting under attack. I'm going over to that secret chest to see. I handed in my report last night. I placed my hand in the chest to see if there's been any reply reports sent back to us. Maybe that'll give a tip.
For 1, 2, that one's not there. 4.
DM's choice.
Uh, actually, there probably isn't anything. Yeah, no.
Okay.
There's nothing that when you think of those cues pop into your hand.
Okay. I'm running out of ideas, gentlemen. Looks like Fairhaven's the winner. The main question is, I don't think we want to take an innocent civilian in there. Is there a place we can drop her off? Can I get a ping? Where is
Honestly, we
Fairhaven on the
tried
map
back
again?
in Stormhelm.
I ain't going back to Storehome for anything. I wouldn't wish my worst enemy on that. All right.
Well, what about Flame Keep? Do we know if any shit's going on over there that we can drop them off? It's east of Fairhaven.
It's a militarized theocracy.
Okay. What do we know of Fairhaven? Well, we know that two of our leads were at least headed there. Uh, it's a sizable
And we
city.
lost contact. But we remember on the way there we lost contact. So which means either A, something's going on over there,
Agreed.
or B,
If that's where
there's
they're
something
going, and
going on.
we know that General Ulaf was under attack, so Fairhaven is under attack. I thought he'd gone all the way back to. Good God. Okay, the war is spreading faster than. Okay. Um. Overarching mission to Koth. Try to take out the president, or pardon me, the locator king.
Well, here, a lot of the shit that we know that's going down is here in Undur, or I can't pronounce it. I'm
On
sorry.
there.
On there. So maybe we should try going a little bit more west. So we can, give some, Merle's Ward. Maybe see if there's anything going on over there. Or if we want to take a little bit of that extra travel, go over to Greenheart.
Well, you do remember of your last conversation from Vulos was involving the king of Karnath.
Korth mission. This location and assassination.
Yeah. But I wanted we need to drop off that kid first
No argument.
before we do any of that. I mean, we could try to go maybe towards Delathorn. If the idea is just to drop her off, we can go to maybe like Delathorn. That I don't know if that could be like a fishing village or something. Be safe. It's not necessarily gonna be on a target for anything. And the idea is just to keep her safe. So maybe a major city wouldn't be the most safest thing, because if there is a big
Agreed.
plan of attack going on, the big city would be a fucking beacon.
War-wise, you guys remember the forces of Braylon were marching in to ally themselves with Thrain. Onder was staying neutral.
What was that fishing village that we actually went to before? I don't think we left in a bad situation. I don't think.
Xandar?
That's going to be a heck of a travel time.
Yeah, it's like 3 days.
Yeah. Wait, where's Zendar? Oh, Zendar right there. Zendar. I mean, especially if we're gonna be heading all the way back to what's that place called? The Sharn? Where are we heading back to do the assassination?
Koth.
Koth, follow the green line where the brown line is.
So if we're going back to Xandar, that's like doubling back.
Oh.
I still say we try to find survivors of Stormhome. There's no way they got everybody.
Yeah.
I'm willing to. Okay. All right. Here's an idea. how fast can those mind wipes? Pardon me, mind flares. Not the mind flares. The insects. I can't remember them. How fast can they go?
We
What's the?
may have. I've been talking to Sigil. We may have a way to get around that. If he can create a magic circle and expand it, that would reduce their ability to teleport and get to us or pass through.
I was gonna say I'm
So they
willing.
send those bugs after us.
Okay. I was also gonna say I'm willing to.
Question is, its movability.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm willing to also.
I'm not so familiar with it if it's movable or not.
Okay. I don't know how much this would help, but trying to think of something here. I actually want a familiar. I, if you can give me an hour, I can summon a familiar and probably look at something with a flight ability, which could give us a 100 feet head start to scout out.
You're a robot out there, man. I don't know.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
You cut out there for a sec, but you're good now.
Wow, and it seems like nothing happened on my end. I'm sorry.
Like your mic's picking up, like you're too loud, so it's quieting you.
Okay, alright. Anyway, let me try to adjust. My suggestion was I can use a familiar as advanced scout to check things out. And at worst that happens, then if they take out the familiar, I just resummon it later. I can deal with that. But it gives us a little bit of a head start and an edge and a scout. I wanted a familiar anyway.
I thought that only had like a mile range. So they can see the bird, they can see us.
What, the bird? He can command it out to a certain distance, but he can. I'm pretty sure he can still see through it. He just can't command it after a certain distance.
I think it's 100 feet. I think.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Would that telekinetic
I mean,
ranging?
that's the way that's the way they used it on Critical Role, and I like the flavor of it, so that's kind of what I'm going with.
All right.
Yeah. Would the
Plus, it gives it more utility. Otherwise, it doesn't really have much utility.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of ideas with the resources we have.
All right.
Well, let's see here. We could try river wheat because that's by the river, so there has to be some sort of fishing village going on over there. Like, is anyone like here familiar with the area that they would know like smaller villages that might not be, you know,
The beaten path.
yeah. Like it's just like somewhere that's close by, but at the same time, it wouldn't be a beacon for like any like major strategic fucking plans.
Probably the best bet for that, probably Murray Words.
Wait, words? Okay. Yeah, possible. Should go there first. Do any supplies that we might need. Make up. Figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. And who's doing the shrine? Is the shrine with Sigil?
Yeah. If we are to do Squire, we're going to need some stuff.
Yeah, so we should head over to where we can get supplies for that. Because then we can do consistent checks to see if, because typically they might move around prisoners or stuff. So we might be able to get more of an idea of their location.
Yeah.
Did not mean to send that into the chat there.
That was gave me an idea.
Oh,
This is what Sigil's told me about scrying. if we're gonna do that, we're gonna need either a crystal ball it's worth about 1,000 gold, or a font of water, which a temple will probably have.
Well, once we drop her off and we kind of get an idea what we need, we can always stop by a major city to get any sort of major like supplies that we may be able to get there. Get the fuck out and not stay there. And then we'll not all of us would go. It would be like people who can get in and get out real quick.
So we're just gonna go get some supplies, see what we need, and then see if we can find survivors.
Well, we're gonna go into for example, if we go to Merle's ward, and if we need anything from a major city, we can easily go to Fairhaven. But like our captain said, is that they might try to drag us and recruit us into something that we might not want. But again, we also have that unknown of whether something's going on over there.
We're already kind of
So
in the
either way,
war.
yeah. So, but either way, we don't want to get wrapped. We have other shit going on.
No, we
have
wanna-
people that we need to go save.
No, and
So
I'm
I don't
not-
want to get wrapped into a different mission that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what town do you think you're looking at going into? Because we'll need something along a trade route.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something like Lathier or Danthaven.
Yeah. Good word. Yeah, because if it's on a trade route, that'd actually be probably better. We might be able to find shit.
Yeah, because you'll be able to find something on a trade route more than you would in just some podunk town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but we need to still go to some fucking place out in the middle of the boonies to do at least drop her off because she's gonna be at least safe there.
Well,
Hopefully.
you guys do have a ship. It can fly.
But
Like
we
you
have-
can get the idea that you could probably get close, especially with something like an invisibility spell, and you can scout. It's just the time investment in doing so.
Yeah.
Or
I
you do
do
have the
have-
access to, like things like the find familiar, scrying.
I have the Altar of Self spell.
The better version of
It's a-
disguise self.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll give me the ability to transform my appearance into anything I want. So I can always transform my appearance to be into, a soldier. So they're not going, or, some random old beggar. So that way they're not going to do that. Because I have to remain bipedal.
You have to remain medium humanoid.
Yeah.
But with that, your clothes do not change, unlike disguise self.
Yes, but I got my cloak of many fashions still.
Yeah, true.
I can disguise my cloak into changing its appearance to be like an old beggar's cloak. Disguise myself to be an old beggar, an old man. They're not going to recruit an old man into their army.
It depends how desperate they are. It would not be the first time I've seen it.
And worst comes to worst, I just stealth the fuck out.
All right. Well, let's try to get a priority list here. What are our main goals? We have
Well-
drop off the kid, find our people, and do something about this king. What
Yeah.
are our main focus here?
Well, first off, we can't do any of that until we get rid of the little girl, because with
Sounded
her in the
ominous.
picture, it's just not gonna we're not gonna be able to do much, and we'd be too worried about protecting her. So she needs to be.
Agreed.
We need to drop her off somewhere.
Well,
But
if we
there's the
had
bag
to,
of holding.
if we had to Danthaven, it'll take us right by Ascalios. like pretty much almost right on top of Ascaleos. We can try and see if there's someone who can take care of her there. It's not a large city, so I doubt it she'll be in danger.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, this is my thought process here. We have Stormhaven that was seriously under attack right now, and then we have Fairhaven. Did I say Stormhaven? Well, Stormhome, sorry, and then Fairhaven. So they're both of those possible under attack because they were heading over to Fairhaven. They got attacked, so we don't know exactly what the distance was. We don't know if it's actually there or if it's in between. Now, if we
Well,
go
someone,
anywhere,
real quick, sorry, don't mean to cut you off. Somebody with survival, go ahead and, well, like proficiency in survival, go ahead and give a roll.
Got it.
Oh, I'm not at the very bottom.
Hmm.
Really? 12?
Yeah.
Well, you get the idea that it was why they were heading southwest. They were heading more south than west.
from Stormhome. Okay.
Like from the ones that you've seen from Stormhome, they were heading more in the you get the idea that they're probably heading more into Thrain than Ondare,
Flame keep.
or it was what you seen up there so far in the north might have just been like a token scout force.
Okay. Then,
Gosh.
regardless, just in case, we should try to head a little bit more west.
No.
Get away from that.
I say we ask the kid, see if he has any relatives in
Oh,
any
there we
other
are.
cities. Because honestly, we just drop him off at some city, they're gonna abandon the kid, especially if they can't take care of it. Especially with war coming.
Okay. Well, I left her down there with I think Sky.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just-
I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna ask her
Who's got good?
if she has any relatives that she knows.
Yeah, all right. So who's friendly with kids?
Roll child. That's gonna sound wrong.
Oh,
Roll child behavior.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ!
That's why I stopped, and I can't help what other people implied and what I intended, but I meant child behavior.
I'm not rolling that.
Would that be persuasion?
I could do
It'd
persuasion.
be persuasion. But as you make your way down, you see Skies down there, like playing tic-tac-toe on a board with what looks like diamonds and rubies.
nicely.
Which one of them?
What do you
did
say?
take that from? We need to talk, kid. Do you know anyone that might live outside of your hometown? Distant relative that might like you?
She looks up. I think I had family in Thrain.
Do you know where?
Fuck you.
Sigil Star? I don't know how to pronounce it.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Fishing village it is. unknown cousins and.
Where the fuck's the start? Can you show me on the map where that might be?
We're gonna have to do it one way or the other, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. We get close. We can get Sigil to locate him.
Locate who?
The relative. Maybe she got. Can you describe the man or woman?
She describes her aunt.
Is it descriptive?
She gives you a description.
All right. Let's
That'll work. I'm pretty sure Sigil can work with that.
Let's go for it.
All right.
Uh,
Plus, from there, we can find out news for the other locations. It's a
Yeah.
big enough town, but stacked military outpost.
and it puts a little distance
Mhm.
between us and the heckfire that is Stormhome. I respect the concept of looking for survivors and taking a second look, but I think it'd be smarter to do that after the flames are down a little bit.
Or as the wise man once said, "Fuck them."
That's
good.
Valen's family there.
That's crew, family. I might not know them, but people that like to pay me money. So
Fine.
So you're that family member.
Fuck him respectably.
Keep it in the family?
We can go. We can go Silver. Oh yeah, Silver Star. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was the name. That's the name of the.
2.5 days of travel.
God damn it! I thought that was the name of the place. Fuck.
Yeah.
2.5 days of travel. Yeah. Can I cast Find Familiar on a moving boat or a moving airship?
Yeah, as long as you have a stationary place to either do the ritual or quick cast it with a spell slot.
Because I had to consume, it had to be ritual.
No, it
Through
doesn't have to be. If you cast it as a ritual, you don't expend a spell slot.
and
Or
as a
not
druid,
ritual.
as a circle of the star druid, I have an option to use one of my wild shape charges in exchange to use the Find Familiar that way.
Hmm.
It's one of those optional rules you were always touting about.
Interesting.
So
Although I'm going to have to find one of those insta kits once we get to the next town.
how
Hawk can do that as well.
how far can we travel in one day? Because he's eventually gonna need to sleep.
About 200 miles.
200 miles, so that would be.
It was
It's
like
like
20 miles an
200.
hour.
200
Yeah, they're like 200 miles or 20 miles, like within an hour. Because that's what we came to the conclusion of, right? 20 miles an hour, roughly, for American.
It was high or low 20. I can't remember.
I don't mean to offend the Canadian in the room.
That's okay.
I can't quite do the kilometers.
We could try going to Descaran. And then from there go to Everoth to then.
Now,
Oh,
you
wow.
can also scry on a location. It does not have to be a person.
I knew that, but I'm trying to figure out what that's related to.
Well, it's like if you wanted to, like, scry on Stormhome.
Ah, yes, that could be useful.
For the record, it was 22 miles per hour is what we rated the owl at.
Yep.
I'm
Alright, so-
starting to find some of my notes.
Only 35.5 kilometers per hour.
So if you travel for 8 hours, that'll be roughly about 180 miles a day.
Oof. Okay.
I was going to push for 10. Even it out a bit. That's what the truckers' knowledge is.
Yeah.
So we can make it Arkaskull, Erikskull. Go from Erikskull to Danth Haven. And then push it to Sigil Star.
We don't want to. We don't want to really risk that though.
One of these days, we got to get a second pilot on this
Okay.
ship.
The problem is we'd have to find someone with the with that mark.
Gavin pulls his sleeve down.
Kevin.
I eyeball him.
I just got recruited into the arrows. I don't know if I really want to get recruited into anything else.
Well, here, what we could do. Let me see.
Also, keep in mind, you guys are currently flying on a much smaller version of what the other ships look like.
We might actually blend in.
Or we might actually get fired upon.
Both true possibilities.
So what we could do,
Gosh!
don't. So what we could do is like just in case, for cautionary reasons, um, not to land, in Sigil Star, but kind of somewhere more isolated, so we can
And we know the ship
keep
has
a low profile.
invisibility,
Mhm.
and we got the vibe that if we like upgraded the invisibility with a pass without trace, we'd be pretty damn stealthy. Fortune favors the bold. All right.
All right, well, I'm getting up to the cockpit and setting course for
Hey,
Sigil Star.
cockpit. Sorry, I'm juvenile.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make use of this first hour and go ahead and start up and get ready for the Find Familiar. At least then I'll, probably have some aerial creature to help, I don't know, do patrols and recon with.
Um, I'm gonna do what I normally do, just go back
Drink and sleep.
down. That too. No, I'm gonna meditate and try to contact that other being.
Put in a good word for us, would you?
We'll see.
I'm gonna go talk to myself, guys.
I won't even say that. I'll just be like, I'm gonna go play with myself. I'll be back.
All right. Well, while that's just playing, I just found out I got roped into cooking for my niece, so I'm probably gonna be a while.
It's all good. We're gonna be having a long travel.
All right, I'll talk to you in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
I hope it won't take that long.
Trying to find something real quick.
Copy.
There you are, you silly goose.
The face of Tyra. I wonder what the fuck that is.
Hello. Here. Amber.
Oh, tiny.
Amberlyn.
Yeah.
What?
Don't die on us. Breathe. Breathe, fucker, breathe.
Everyone okay?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're going to be taking just a break here.
Might as well.
Okay.
I'm going out for a dart ski.
All right.
Oh, what?
Dart ski, another name for a smoke.
You Canadian.
So where exactly did you guys put the body of that cleric?
In
You
the
just shove it in
chest.
the bag of holding?
Well, not
He's tied
to
up
the chest.
somewhere.
the
Oh, you put it into the chest?
yeah.
Why not? It's already dead. It's not like you can kill it.
Okay.
Oh no.
That way, if the arrows can actually study anything of it, maybe they can tell us. I'm letting the DM make use of the arrows as much as he created. Okay, let's see if it's any good for us.
Actually, if we can also go somewhere where I'll be able to do the what was it, the we're able to like call someone, the send message thing.
Sending?
Yeah, the sending. 'Cause I need to go. I need to go talk to someone.
I forget the name of the house that does that in the moment.
All right. So, I go ahead and get the little portable brazier, and I go ahead and just kind of get set up here on the entryway, and I just kind of start to meditate then to
Oh, wait,
pray.
you're not summoning your bird?
Well, that's what I was going to. Okay, not meditate. Okay, pray to summon my familiar.
Phew.
I'm gonna keep trying to contact the more calming voice, or the one I feel more comfortable with, not
The
the
red or green?
Did you
green.
actually get a hawk? Nicely.
Huh?
I don't know if it is a hawk. It looked like a hawk, so I took it.
So we're gonna call it the Valinar hawk. Perfect. Wow.
Now that I actually look at it, I don't.
That looks like a spider with wings, and I do not like it.
Actually, kind of looks like it's a bird with antlers.
Well, until I actually need. Hey, question. Legit. Did you make this huge or did I? There we are.
I did.
Okay.
I want to get a better look at it.
Okay. Quick question. I'm perfectly happy with the hawk. I can run that for quite a long time. For night recon, I have dark vision. If I'm teleconnecting through the bird, will that suffice, or does the bird have to? Does the familiar have to have dark vision?
I would say the familiar would, because you're basically just telecasting into their vision
Okay.
using their eyes.
All right. So if I do a night recon, I'll need to like shape change it back into an owl, redo this to make it an owl, and that's fine. I can deal with that.
Actually, funny thing is, I don't think owls have dark vision.
Actually, yes, they do.
Do they? Okay, that's. Oh, never mind. It was something else.
Transform it into a whispering owl. Mm.
But the hawk comes in handy for interrogations and stuff. So I'm, all right. So
Yeah, it was the cat that does not have dark vision.
What?
Yes. Rules as written, it does not, but I don't give a shit. It's fucking dark
That's
vision.
dumb. Okay, so are we talking an American hawk? Or are we talking about an Australian hawk? Because that's two.
we're
different
actually
things.
talking about a Valinar hawk.
Oh shit. Okay.
As for all we know, we may be the last two survivors of Valinar.
Mm.
Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go ahead and go down to Gregory's workshop. And if we've got a couple days of travel, and I'm going to go ahead and name the hawk Gray. I think that sounds like a good name. I think Gray and I are going to go down to the workshop, and I'm going to start working on my arrows. I'm going to take a couple pieces of silver, and I mean about 20 pieces of silver, and I'm going to start hammering them into new silver arrowheads. Because that's about the only darn thing I can do to start helping improving my weapons while we're on our flight down here.
Yeah. No, I don't want the size of a fucking emu. I'm surprised those are even fucking birds. Pelican.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, I think everyone's on a break.
Did I get any responses?
did you want to do this here or in private?
It doesn't matter. Actually, preferably private. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Have fun!
All right, I'm
Alright, I'm back. Anybody there?
yeah, I'm here. It seems Kyber and Rogue are off in the private chat.
Ah. Miss anything?
We took a break.
Alright, cool.
Apologies for the delay.
That's okay, Tom. It looks like Rogue and Kyber are in group chat or in private chat.
Yeah, Rogue is checking out some sort of magical contact he has. More power to him, whatever.
Yeah, figuring to help out in their lost situation.
Oh, hey, welcome back, dude. That was a quick cook.
Well, I have an air fryer.
Okay, I was gonna say, was it just cold cereal for supper then?
No. Hot dogs.
More power to you. Lord knows my kids live on hot dogs. I'm trying to take this opportunity to actually. I literally had like a notepad file that I was keeping notes of these people's names and stuff. But since I swapped drives and stuff, I cannot find it. It's like, what the heck did I do? So I'm taking this slight break to look for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I'm actually sitting at my new decks that I put together for my model building and all that stuff. So
Cool.
Someone I know with actual hobby.
This
What's a
is my
hobby?
hobby.
it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle.
You know what's a fun hobby? Fishing.
I don't argue about fishing. I picked up a new collapsible pole and stuff with last few months.
Oh,
Right.
I miss
Well-
fishing when I lived in Florida.
I greatly appreciate fishing, but I hate, trying to get the poles back and forth to point A to point B. So I've always been a major fan of a good collapsible rod.
yeah.
Something like
I was just gonna say I like my sturdy rods, but whatever.
He
was
likes his
waiting for that.
immovable ones.
I like something I can throw in a backpack, not worry about it. When I find that stream or lake in the middle of the woods, whip it out and good to go.
Hmm.
Amber.
I'm talking about the rod. I like to be able to whip the rod out whenever I need to. Make sure I can get the line wet.
Listen, I like
That's
to
not
whip out my
better.
rod as much as I can. I understand.
Yeah, but when Tom whips out his rod, he doesn't get put on a list.
Depends where he whips it out.
With the Rangers.
You're not helping, Tom. I'm trying to help you, but you're not helping.
I've got an ingrained dirty mind, so no matter what you say, I'm gonna go there.
You've got nothing on me, Kyber.
Oh, I bet you Canadians up there in the cold.
Well, we're cold like 8 months of the year.
Exactly.
Gotta
You have
think of
more
something.
time to think about it because you got nothing else to do.
Okay, so did we figure out where we're going?
We're
I
gonna take the
think
girl
so.
home. We're gonna, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what we need around here.
Oh, Sky, is that you?
Oh, what? Hello. How you doing?
Anyways.
So anyway, back to strippers. Okay.
We're traveling.
So can we have the map? Unless anyone else has anything to do on the ship before we.
Nope.
Not really.
I'm gonna hammer up my silver arrowheads, and then I'm gonna start scouting out outside the door as we travel, and have Gray do some perimeter sweeps just to give us recon.
Okay. So I think we agree. I think we were talking about going to Ascleos first. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. I think that was within range.
You had to ask Leo, see about any word from Stormhelm, if it's even worth the requirement.
I mean, unless you guys want to push it and go to Eric School, Eric Cole, or
You know what?
Sorry.
You know, oddly enough, your hog is actually keeping up with the ship. Fucking flying speed of 60.
oh
Yup.
shit.
Just to give us
Which-
a little bit of advance notice and everything.
Which also, for you, North, go ahead and refresh your page and go to extras. I plugged it into your familiars tab for quick access.
Refresh. And where's X? I don't think I've had to go to extras yet. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Ah, very nice. I was just gonna go off of some like notes I had on an Excel page for wild shaping creatures, so that's awesome. Thanks, bud.
hmm
I'm gonna do one slight customization. Gray.
Amber.
Are we going to Ascleos or Arxel?
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out.
There's
I think
no real reason to go to the other one.
there's a little bit further, but yeah.
It's the closest town to Stormhome, so if that word from it, it'd be here first.
Okay.
All right. As you make your way to Ascleos. Now, how close are you getting?
About 2 miles out, stealth landing.
Okay, so probably still on the either in the Star Peaks or at the like edges of the Whisper Woods.
Yep.
Depends on if you want mountain terrain or wooden.
I'll be right back.
Go wood in this one.
You're there, but you're within 2 miles. See,
All right, I turned to Valen. How long are we staying in this area?
Today we're going for one night here. Rest up, get some food that we need,
Well,
and ask around for
supplies, we
information.
should
See
be
if,
fine. We barely touched the supplies that we put into the ship. So, if you want to just make it a rest and go, we could do that too. If you want to go into town for intel, that's fine.
and again,
Yeah, I'll go with you into town.
and then bring up an old argument. Can you cook?
You didn't find the oatmeal
I
earlier.
can find.
I call that surviving, not cooking.
Oh, God.
I burned the
Fine.
girl. There's refugees here. She might recognize somebody.
That would imply good luck on our stance. Alright.
That
Well,
happens someday.
I'll be damned if I'm going to split the party. I'll hook up with you.
All right, so you guys making your way into town. You just walking on in.
Yeah.
Well, as you approach, you do see like evidence of recently put out fires.
Like the entire town or just the outskirts?
Make a perception check.
Is that for everybody?
I would say at most 2 people. Can't just have everybody be like, "I'm gonna do it."
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Dark.
mine is. We'll just say.
Okay, tell you what. Dark, keep an eye out for me and slap me if something actually comes. I'll actually make use of my familiar, and I will do a perimeter sweep with them. Basically, I'll go ahead and search a. I did the math on this, so I would be prepared too. I'll do a 90 feet radius sweep. Should be able to check out the area in 2 minutes.
Yeah. As you look through the hawk's eyes, uh, anybody who's like looking at North Star just kind of sees like a small fisheye lens version of like what he's seeing through the hawk's eyes as it coasts over the town. It's not the entirety of the town. It's like maybe 10%, give or take. But as you also look in, give me a perception check through the hawk.
Okay, hang on. Perception.
And he has advantage on things that involve sight.
I'm looking for its perception. Is he passive perception? There we are.
All right. You do see people standing out in the streets, just kind of like slowly, just kind of walking about. It kind of don't seem like they're walking with any particular purpose. Some of them look like they're just walking in circles.
Town does not have the healthiest of vibes here, gentlemen. If anything, they look kind of distraught and aimless.
Zombies.
Uh,
Can you get a closer look?
well,
You do see, but however, I will say you do see a few of them that look like they're moving in purpose. Like about, I would say with your roll, you see probably about like 2, maybe 3. And they are all mostly centered in like the center of the town. But it's not
I
like a large, gigantic force of like a military.
use gray
I'm throwing my.
to center of town. Is there a building structure or a tree or something that Gray can land on to get a closer look?
Probably, with
I
being this close to the Whisperwood.
I do that.
Have him coast down, land on the branch. Is trying to
Exactly.
be stealthy? Go ahead, give me a stealth check with the blade. Ugh. Which would be like 4.
Yeah, I'm getting there. You're asking me to do it through the birds, so
Bird.
wisdom speed.
Interesting thing is you can cast spells through it with the range of touch.
I actually did know that. I see perception, dexcon, wisdom.
In most cases, you're just going based off of the attribute that's closest to what the skill. So for like stealth, it'd be its dex check,
Got it.
unless it otherwise states.
Understood.
Okay.
I'm also trying to figure a bird landing on a branch doesn't exactly bring up the highest level of alert.
As long as you don't have any bird watchers in here, and they're like, "Is that a Valinarian hawk? Why are they so far north?"
The birders, yes.
I think
Uh,
it might be more like food.
Which,
As
as
long
you
as they
do
say
see them,
food, not brains.
as you do see them, they do have pale, lifeless expressions.
Gentlemen, I think this is a zombie
You do
town.
see you do also see from this perspective three men. I want to say it's like half plate, not half plate, breastplate. You do see Carnathi colors and sigils. They're kind of just standing there looking over the zombies.
All right,
Sounds
guys.
confirmed.
Looks like we've got party of 3 of Karnath soldiers watching over a zombie village.
Necromancers?
Well, they're dressed in like half plate armor. That doesn't necessarily mean they're necromancers or not, but that's what I can tell.
Well,
at this point.
anybody who's been even remotely close to the last war knows that's kind of how Karnath works.
Yeah.
Like their military is primarily like 70% undead.
How much a
But
fight?
to them it's not foreseen as like evil. Kind of, like necromancy. A lot of the people were volunteers. When they passed away, they kind of donated their body to the defense of their homeland. But this
On
case,
the other side of the river, I don't think that's the case.
yes, but this case, it's also part of their fighting style to kind of let their own troops defeat themselves.
Can I
All right,
hear?
so this
Sorry.
place. This does not seem like a safe place. Maybe we should head back to the ship.
You hear them speaking. They're mostly just like discussing like battle tactics, pertaining to Thrain, particularly. That's probably it. They probably wouldn't be talking, like in-depth tactics.
Okay.
Just like an overcasting that involves something to do with Thrain.
All right. Sounds like
Oh, actually, there would be one key detail that you would have probably gotten from them. How long are you spending listening?
give me
Long
15 minutes,
enough
guys.
now. While he does that, I'm stealthing into the place. Get a more accurate look at what else we can find.
Okay, so you're gonna
Oh,
sneak into Escalaels.
Yeah.
And I'll follow him.
All right, both of you give me stealth checks. So he's just there. He can't hear. He can't see. You guys just walk away, and he's like, "Guys, it's like a town, like, and you guys aren't even there."
I give instructions to the little kids. If you see anything coming close, hit this guy in the leg.
Oh, gosh. I'm
Well-
just gonna die.
I'm assuming is Vaneth there.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm gonna leave this kid. Yeah, I gotta stay close. I gotta stay close to the kid. So I'll kind of be sitting next
Like I told Dark, the code
North.
is if something's happening where my body is, slap my chest.
I'm gonna nut
She's
chuck him.
jumping, trying to hit the chest.
I hand her that. Try this.
Here, if you need to get his attention, try this. Hands girl a dagger.
Thanks.
I would have just given it a dart.
All right.
I carry out 6 of these things, so
All right. You said that there's one detail yet that I would have gathered.
If you're spending a tangible amount of time, you do hear them pertain to. Yes, the king of Braylon fell in the strike.
Okay. All right. I go ahead and I give Gray the. I tell Gray to just return to me, but I let him return to me under his own power, and I focus back on my own senses, and I follow the crew. Stealth.
As you come back to your own senses, they've already gone, and you just see the little girl who's kind of cowering behind Vaneth. Vaneth.
Okay.
And Vaneth.
Hi.
All right. Well,
trying to
King.
use the palm of the-
As you sneak into the town, the other two.
I'm. By the way, I'll just say that they went to go look into town. They were impatient.
What exactly are you trying to do? And is Sigil going with you?
I had Sigil stay on the bird, or on the ship.
Okay. As you walk in, what exactly are you trying to do?
Accurate count, if it's the whole town, part of town. There's more than just 3 of those assholes.
You do see a lot of bodies, but it's only about 10% of them that are actually like still up and shambling.
The rest are just corpses spread around.
Yes, it looks like there hasn't really been much of a cleanup.
Hmm.
They haven't
Like
processed
this,
them yet.
it's probably in the process of, I don't know, 8 to 12. Well, actually, probably about 24 hours, give or take, at this point.
I take a look around and if anybody has anything worth stealing.
Well, it's a town. A lot of the corpses don't look like they've been looted.
I gotta quietly start looting some of the bodies further away from those 3 dudes.
Well, if you're at the edge of the town, that's probably quite a bit. What was that? Sorry.
I'm gonna start looking for a church.
I'm with Valen on the church.
You're not there.
Yeah, not up yet.
Roll a perception check and roll a sleight of hand check. Dark. With advantage because they're dead. Well, fuck. I would say you find about 47 gold equivalent between copper and silver. It's a lot of coin. But not too many people in this area have gold. So I would say 47 gold and copper. What would that be?
470 silver.
So 470 silver. I would say you find 100 silver. That's a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, wait. 470 silver. I don't know. You find it. Just add 47 gold. I'm not gonna make you just nitpick pennies and quarters.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's thematically it's mostly copper with silver.
In a town full
Okay.
of zombies, North Star makes his way to the church. I'm
Which
looking for
the
holy
other
water.
Valen has already found. Surprisingly, not too many zombies here. And as you kind of make your way in, because with the fucking stealth of like 27, I don't even think you notice you're there. And if you're walking into the town North Star, give me a stealth check. Give me a 1. Actually, that's probably high enough. As long as you stay away from the others.
So there's nothing else we're stealing on these guys?
I mean, it's a mining town. If you want to,
It's a
pick,
small black dot,
like-
not big white.
yeah, you're not gonna find grandiose magic items here.
Oh, no, but you never know what kind of sentimental little family heirloom people.
Dark is patting
He's
down
going
all the
after
bodies and
the,
just kind of
golden
rolling
teeth.
them, put them onto the piles when he's done. Next! Strips them down. Next!
No, Dark
What?
got a
They're-
pair of pliers and go after golden teeth and stuff, man.
What? They're dead. What?
Oh shit! Is that a platinum tooth? Nope. Just just silver.
Okay, I make my way to the church as well.
Well, at this
Dark
point,
is
I would
stealing
say
the candy out of their dead mouth. Hey, there we are.
you find 5 copper worth of candy. You know those old people candies that they use to keep their blood sugar in check.
Werther's Original. Good old fashioned hard candy.
Okay, there's nothing worth rolling these guys over for. Like I said, I'm gonna head to the church.
What the fuck is wrong with you, D&D Beyond? I said T. Anyways, you find your way into, the church. It's dedicated to the sovereign host.
What was that?
What was that?
Which one was that?
The sovereign host. It's the Christianity of Eberron.
All right. All right. I'm gonna search everywhere for holy water and a font for water.
Well, you do find a basin in the center by the altar that is just kind of like knocked over and just kind of shattered.
Ugh.
Damn, I need an attack one.
Mending. I can mend it for you, dude.
You can mend the base. Or can he?
He says as he walks in.
Water-
I thought I was there already. You had me stealth. Okay, I apologize.
You had 50 minutes while you were doing the listening.
Okay.
This is what they were doing in those 50 minutes, but now you're there.
Okay. What's the plan, boss?
You probably
Okay.
get startled slightly by Dark just kind of like sneaking up behind you. Tapping you on the shoulder.
Surprised he saw me.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
I'm going to look for any sort of potential stuff that might be useful, not necessarily valuable, but useful.
Well, I will say with your sleight of hand, you did find a whistle made from a gold-colored wood.
I'm gonna go.
Uh,
I'm gonna
What
go.
are you doing?
I'm trying to let Dark finish his sentence. We seem to be tripping over each other.
That's why I was asking him what he was doing with the whistle.
I'm just going to take the whistle. I'm not going to blow the whistle.
Here, I thought you guys wanted to have fun.
Hmm.
Anyways, all that aside, for Velen, like you find the basin which is most likely used to hold the holy water, shattered and knocked to the side. Um, but as for a font of water, like that, isn't that just kind of like a basin full of water?
For the most part, yeah.
Um, the closest thing would probably be that shattered basin.
So you think you can repair this thing with mend?
Need to get all the pieces back to the owl, and it'll take me a little bit of time. But if we've got time while we're flying to the next town, yeah.
Gather this up, then. We're gonna need it. We
Okay.
need something like this in order to activate Scryer.
Okay. While I'm doing that, I go ahead. I'm in a church. I'm going to take a knee and say a prayer because we need it.
Then I'm gonna go look for any supplies of holy water.
And then once the prayer is done, I even take my magnifying lens out to make sure I'm getting all of the pieces. And I put that into my bag of holding.
Well, if you spend a decent amount of time, I'm not going to make you roll for that, unless you really, really want to roll.
So long as I'm not getting caught with you forgot a piece, I'm satisfied.
Somebody keep an eye on that door. We don't want company.
Also, as you kind of come around the
I
altar,
got
you
the
do
alarm
you do
on the
see
door.
you do see like a priest that's just kind of laying, like kind of like kneeling there, head hanging down, crimson just covering his white garments.
Oh,
So like alive still?
You wish to investigate?
I will. Visually.
Then that would be perception.
say a joke. I don't want to.
13.
Looks dead.
I don't want to get Tom in trouble.
Aye.
How would you get Tom in trouble?
Woman, want to find out?
I'm gonna take one of my ball bearings and fling it at his head.
Uh,
Okay, you fling it at his head. It's stationary target. You're proficient with ball bearings. It dinks off his head. Just kind of like a slight shift, and he falls over.
I want to take a look at him for religious items, jewelry, that kind of stuff.
You would find a holy symbol, huh?
I thought rolling over dead people was my job.
And I thought survival was mine. We're literally in a town full of zombies. This former holy man might hold the keys to keep us alive for another night.
Well, it didn't work for him.
Yeah, well, I got better skills.
Fuck, rogue!
I have certain skills that help me.
Told you. I told you. I don't want to say it out loud.
That's best to bring up after he shuts down his stream. Anyways, you do find a holy symbol of the sovereign host.
Okay, just his local holy symbol is focus. Nothing super woohoo. Okay. You need a
Right, is
symbol.
there any other bodies in here other than the priest?
What was that?
Is there any other bodies other than the priest here?
Nope. You get the idea that this was kind of left here as kind of like a symbol.
Like it was
Any?
propped up?
Are there any?
Huh?
Besides the standard holy text, any messages, notes, books, any sort of communication? Is there anything
Well,
that looks out of the ordinary?
it's pretty easy to see, but scrawled in what looks like blood on the like the What are the things that they use like to symbolize like
Altar.
yeah, not the altar, but usually when when you have the altar, then standing behind the person, you got the big iron cross.
Oh, like the statue of Jesus Christ.
It's something like that, but whatever that is called.
The focal.
Crucifix.
Sure, you see scrawled in blood, probably the priest. Look not to the skies, nor the depths below, nor the distant past or future. Seek the divine within, for the blood is life, and in its call can be heard the promise of life eternal. One has but to listen.
That's
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna roll perception for hearing.
What was that?
I'm gonna roll perception for hearing.
For hearing? What exactly are you listening for?
Voices.
No voices. Outside of, the distantly from outside.
Oh, we're inside
There'd
the
be
Walking
survivor.
Dead.
It'd be at church.
You do see, like, they're kind of like walking a good distance away from the hallowed ground. Like they can't cross onto it.
Oh, good. It's like Highlander rules.
I quickly head north. Look for survivors. I don't think we're alone here.
I look for
But you do know the what is scrawled on the monument is it's a common phrase used within the Blood of Vol. It's kind of like their core tenets.
What a bowl again. Oh no.
Okay, maybe we should, get the hell out of here.
Well, everybody also knows that the Blood of Vol in the past 100-year war, that was the main religion of Karnath. And it's still actively practiced today, even though they have effectively made the switch to the Sovereign Host.
So we have
Mm-mm.
Sovereign Host followers effectively raising an undead army in the war.
Well, it was also very heavily practiced within the military of Karnath.
Oh wait, so
You get
that,
you get the idea that the three that are still within the town that you have noticed, they're probably like their tactics for the war was basically to have their undead force strike down the living and then raise the recently deceased into more soldiers for their side.
Recycling. Recycling. It's not just
That
for
was a
tin cans and
bull thing.
papers anymore.
one light.
What was that, Velen?
That was a Vol saying, not the other one.
Yeah, that was it was scrawled in blood, kind of like
Ooh, I thought
yeah.
that came from
It's more like vandalism on a holy shrine.
Gotcha. I thought the priest had those Vol say.
Yeah, it's inscribed in blood, just kind of like written over the monument for the Sovereign Host.
Valen, I do not have a good feeling about this. What do we need for the scrying? We need this font fixed. I'll do that on the owl. Holy water.
Holy water we can use for a magic circle. We get that plus other uses, especially in an undead town.
Well, I doubt we're getting holy water from this place.
It is sanctified, so keep looking.
I'll look for any kind of like jugs or whatever, anything like that with that could carry water.
The investigation, I guess.
Be
To your investigation.
cabinets.
Or-
Is there a back room to this church? Is there a separate room to this church?
I mean, it's primarily just kind of like the main worshipping area. You got the pews, very much like walk in. I wouldn't say Catholic styled, but
Yeah.
kind of like description.
Frontier.
There's like back quarters. There's a place for things like for like a ritual room It does
Wait a
have
second.
like a
Hang
large.
on. Hang on. Hang on. All we need is holy water? That's literally all you need?
That's the goal.
Get back to the boat. I can make it.
Well, this has been useful information.
Well,
Yeah.
We needed
to
the
finish it
font.
up,
We needed the font.
A font we need, yes. All right. I'm going to go out and look around, see if there's any interesting shops.
Yeah.
roll stealth.
Bliss water.
20. There you got 20.
North Star just watches as he turns around. They're gone again.
At this point, I'm just smiling.
Unless you were
and
going with him,
I was planning to go with them, yes.
then you can go and roll stealth too. I'm just fucking. I was just like more or less just fucking with you.
No, and don't get me wrong. With that kind of stealth rolls, yeah.
Well, that's well above the zombie's passive perception, so. They have a wisdom of -2.
Like my intelligence.
What time of day is it right now?
Actually, it's a good question. Morning. It only took like 3-4 hours to get here. It's probably like pretty close to the afternoon, actually.
Hmm.
Probably like mid-afternoon, because you didn't travel very far.
I thought the whole calculations was I was supposed to be for the full 8 hours.
Oh, it was 140 miles. So
Well, from Whisper Rock, or Whisper Wood to here is about 150. Yeah, it's been about 8 hours after the point where you woke up. Discussed for probably about an hour. So yeah, it's about mid-afternoon. Or like late afternoon. Dusk.
well, I should eliminate these guys while they're sleeping.
Well, I have no qualms of actually taking out these guys. It's a virtual guarantee once they do, once we, even strike these guys or get their attention, we're going to have the zombies on us. And while I'm sure we can take the fight, do we want it? It's going to be a fight with the kid in tow.
Hmm.
Which Vanith is not there right now. Unless you snuck in with the child.
I would not put it past him.
But anyways, I say we just first look around, see what's around, and then we can decide whether or not we can fight when we get a little bit more of an idea what their forces are.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If anything, we can park it right above where they're sleeping. Rope down, kill them, then rope back up.
Sounds like a good plan.
No argument.
Once we kill the 3 dudes, we each take one out. That should be good.
Like as you're looking around, you see between the ones that are walking and the ones that are like dead, about 200 throughout this entire town. About 10% of those are actually moving around. You get the idea that a city, or not a city, but a village of this size normally has probably about 400 to like 900. So there's a good chance a lot probably most likely escaped somewhere at some point.
Half the village escaped. Of that half, about 20 actual walking zombies with another about 180 rising.
You are facing the White Walkers.
On the upside, they're
Coming.
zombies. They're not that horrid, but on the downside, there's a crud of them. Yeah, I'm with the swiftly and silently and stealthily recon for supplies, and then get the heck out of Dodge and rain hell from the owl from skyward.
So is there any kind of like what kind of shops are kicking around here?
For the most part, it's you do find a lot of the places outside of like the tavern, which is just decimated. Looked like there was at one point they tried to hold up there, and it's just kind of like destroyed. Uh, there's like a small general store. Inside there, it's mostly general goods. Like this is a town of like 400. They dealt in selling ores and not collecting magical accoutrement.
Okay, let's ask Valen's important question. Is there anyone in town who can cook?
Are you asking a zombie?
Whoa. I am not a lifist, okay? I do not discriminate against the the life challenged here.
Oh shit! Your fucking armament is specifically taking up the undead.
What was your god again?
uh,
But pretty much there's nothing here.
Yes, and what could possibly have been of value was probably taken with any of the survivors that fled.
Where are those 3 actual living things?
Are you going to look for them?
I'm going to see if I can hear them.
Do what now?
I'm just trying to see if I can see them out and about. I'm keeping an eye out.
Well, if you're looking for shops, most likely you would basically already be there. They haven't noticed you because their passive perception is not high enough to see North Star.
I'm just trying to figure out from where they are.
The armor that they're wearing?
No, from where we are by the general store. Where are they?
Probably within 40 feet of you. Like you're in the town center. I probably should have described that. But you guys are more than confident in your stealthing abilities to make your way damn near anywhere in this place that you want to without being noticed. And you see them walking around. One of them's just kind of like pushing over a zombie, having him hit the ground and just watching it shamble itself back up to its feet before kicking it down again.
If I didn't know for a fact that the zombies were going to be literally up and in our face if we did anything. I'm voting for getting back to the owl. 3 soldiers. I don't know how much of an advantage that would have in the war effort.
When 3 soldiers can raise 20, quite a bit.
Acknowledged.
You guys want to destroy them?
Alright, before we do this, can we find some pseudo safe place to stow the girl so that way she's not directly in the line of fire?
Not with us.
She's not there.
He's off with Vaneth.
Yeah. That kid's not right next to us.
Where
And we're
is...
going to approach it smartly. We're not charging them right there next to the zombie horde.
I was going to go with Leroy Jenkins.
Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I want to target the soldier first. But it's coming down to is I wouldn't do that with the little girl right there.
You're talking to two rogues right now. What part of us says forward challenge?
I know your heart. I know you want to be, brave and bold and go down the line. Come on, Valen. You can be on.
I have a ship for that.
Fuck it. I draw my short sword and my dragon tooth dagger.
I'm kidding. I'm
and I
kidding. No,
make my
don't
way-
don't you dare. No. All right. So the girl's not here.
Vanith, you feel a deep, dark pit in your stomach.
Those motherfuckers.
All right. So the girl's not here. Where is Vanith? Off doing his thing.
The
Where
girl
you left him?
outside of town.
All right.
Okay, I take a look over at Valen, kind of give him the nod of, go kill him.
We do it smartly. Don't charge idiots.
I was going to attack him from behind.
Why attack from behind when you can attack from the air?
Okay.
I start leaving
I
toward
vote
the
for
exit of
the
town.
I sheath my weapons and I follow out of town.
She's called the Whisper for a reason.
Do not have a town map prepared.
Did we do something you didn't expect again?
No, I have it. I just didn't plug it in here.
Would my character know about the owl's magic boost?
Was he there for that?
No.
No.
Then probably not. Unless they told you.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, is if you guys told me about that, but with the owl.
I wouldn't have.
No, not copy. Oh, that's a big image. Fuck. No, select. Shit. Map layer. Even if it's not used, it's good to have in here for later. Well, fuck you too. Anyways, so you guys heading back to the owl?
Yes.
Okay. You make your way back to probably Vanith first. Good enough.
When the DM say, "No, good enough."
Oh, dude, I found a bunch of dead bodies.
I'm hoping you mean in the game.
Where he lives, I'm not so sure.
I actually kind of want to save that picture. I'll save it later. Hopefully I can... All I have to do is search up Necro. Anyways, you guys make your way back out of town. Probably come across Vaneth. Vaneth, you noticed him. Well, actually, you don't even notice him, but you notice him.
I'm not even on top. I'm like, how we went back to the bottom,
Back to the bottom.
like in the where Sky usually hangs out, like where our
Oh,
normal
so
hang out.
they walked off and you just went back to the ship.
I thought we were on the ship this entire time, but yeah, we just went back to the ship.
No, they were off poking the beast.
Well, when Tom was doing recon, he was off the ship. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, no, I would have stayed on the ship then.
Okay, then the little girl was never with you guys at any point.
Yeah, no,
Ah,
we were at the ship the entire time. Like, I would not have risked her being outside.
Damn it, I was gonna have zombies sneak up on you and everything.
Walking Dead situation.
You guys are ruining my Walking Deadathon.
We're gonna pull off the thing with like the governor and that chick that he hooked up with. So we're gonna go up to the ant with the child in hand. Oh,
You're gonna walk up. My name's Ned. So you bring someone else to our family. He's got his barbed wire baseball bat.
oh my god.
All right, here's
Yes, I
the
can
plan.
drag you back to the.
We're gonna use your familiar. Wait till night and have it find out where they're sleeping. Once we find out, we'll bring the owl in real quiet over the top of them. We're gonna drop ropes, get down there, kill them, and get out before anybody finds out we're there.
okay, if we're gonna wait till night, I'm gonna take an hour to. I didn't know I was gonna do it this quickly. Change my familiar into a owl then, so I have dark vision.
A Valinar owl.
I'm willing to change it to a standard owl. If you're gonna create the Valinar owl, sure, I'll take it, but I'm not asking for rules change.
It has all the exact same stats as the hawk, but with night vision.
Oh, bless you, DM.
But does it have swift flight?
It's got the same speed, actually.
Swift flight is something very different.
Okay.
Swift flight means it doesn't take opportunity attacks.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Well, does it? That's the main reason you get owls are familiars. So they can get in, use the help action, and get out without being attacked.
Like a Harry Potter's gonna deliver me mail in the middle of a fight.
Fuck, man, that's advantage to attack.
It brought me a new broom. Thank you.
Actually, if you're actually looking at the owl, it doesn't have anything on it. Even the giant owl has like nothing stat wise for it.
What?
In the familiar section, anyways. Let me go check somewhere else.
That's what it's called.
Owl. Flyby does not provoke opportunity attacks. So you are right. It has an average of 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah. Frail things. But they have massive amount of speed, some good stealth, and flyby.
I have way too many fucking tabs open. I'm waiting for Chrome to crash on me. Anyways, sorry. I'm getting distracted. So you guys are just flying over the town?
Wait until night, then doing that, yeah.
Alright, not too far off of night already. You wait 2 to 3 hours till about 8, 9 o'clock.
Take time to sharpen the swords and stuff.
Easy enough to do.
Okay, if we're taking it's a couple hours. Okay, my first hour is spent molting my hawk into my owl now, and then I'll take a second hour. Then take a look here. Where is it? Dang it! We got these spells. Okay, and I'll go ahead and create the holy water we need. And then the rest of the time I'm spending actually casting mending on the fonts, on the pieces of the font to fix that.
Well, seeing mending repairs like one crack per casting, it takes you a while. I mean, it was just kicked over. I mean, it shattered in some parts.
Oh, I didn't expect to be done
Uh,
tonight, but I'm just starting on
No,
it.
actually, have you seeing I have had the joy of kicking one of these over and breaking them. I will tell you, they don't shatter.
They do crack a lot, though.
They do crack. It probably broke into like 3 or 4 pieces. You actually fix it probably in about 10, 15 minutes. It's just more needing of assistance to kind of hold the pieces in place while you're casting mending, which you probably have any number of people. Claw would probably help you. So you have it done, set up, and filled with holy water.
Almost forgot.
We'll just there you go.
The holy well is for the circle, but we can
Oh.
use it for that too.
You can use it for whatever you want, boss. It's the
Let's
mission.
use silver because that's actually visible on this fucking map. It doesn't blend in.
I grab my rapier and my short sword, and I dip the blade into the holy water.
Okay. Did you want to make holy water or holy oil? Or does it give you a choice?
It's blessed water specifically, so it's going to be holy water.
Okay. Well,
It's-
if you're dipping the like a blade in there, it would probably last for about 10 minutes or so,
Wow, you're generous.
or until
It's
used.
more of a I'm more of a luck thing than anything
Okay.
else.
You fill up your knife scabbard and just stick the knife in there.
Actually, I was just thinking about the crossbow bolts. If I put a little bit to the bottom of the quiver, but I don't know how much is in there.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
base.
does it say how much you can?
Give me a
Make?
second. Indirectly, it's a flask, so it'd be 16 ounces.
I look over at North. Do you mind if I grab about an ounce of that and put it in the bottom of my quiver?
If it helps us stay alive, you can have at it.
I'll
I do
I'll,
so.
I'll allow that. I mean, most quivers are stitched from like I don't know what exactly are they made from.
Leather.
Leather, generally. They're usually fairly
Yeah.
waterproof.
Yeah,
Kinda-
that's more or less where I was going with it.
Think of a scroll case or a map case or anything. It's gonna be, yeah. No, they will hold, water pretty well.
Only reason I remember that was there's this random like B-roll film where like there was like an archer that was coming out of the water, just kind of sneaking, and then they just like stop and just dump all the water out of their quiver, and then they keep going. I was like, it was like in the moment I'm like, that's attention to detail,
Seen Dark's
or
idea.
or somebody
Anybody
just
here-
trying to put minutes into a film.
Seen Dark's idea.
Does anybody-
That gives me an idea. That's an approach I've never taken, and I go ahead and put an ounce into my quiver.
Does anybody here know any fire spells?
I'm a storm guy. I don't do fire.
I've got a lot of guidance and radiant.
Because we should have an oil flask.
Oh, I've got like 10 oil flasks.
Do you see where I'm coming at with it?
Oh yeah, and I've got string. Yeah, we can Molotov cocktail, but I'm also trying to let you know that when we're dealing with like zombies and stuff, I've got a good batch full of radiant damage to rain down on them as well.
I'm for those 3. Fuck.
Oh,
Critter them.
I'm focused on the zombies. You want to kill the head trio. Good eyes, good thinking. Yeah.
What do you think there, Val? You're the captain.
It could work, but most people find resistance to fire pretty fast.
Okay.
Most people have heard of drop roll.
Yeah, but when you're looking at it with oil, I'm thinking more or less along the lines of napalm. Stop and roll don't work.
True, but this is lantern oil. This is not napalm.
True. You know, I will say, not
This
too long
is-
ago,
I
I
hope
found
it-
out what napalm was, and it's scary shit.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason it's outlawed in wars, I believe. It's right up there with silver phosphorus. Or white phosphorus.
Both of those are still technically legal.
Are they? I thought it was classified as a war crime if it was used.
No, it's not.
It is.
Well, I
It
mean,
is.
let's be fair. Everything is, permitted in love and war. The consequences come afterwards.
True. Not true. The thing called the Geneva Convention.
But yeah, but still, you can't. We can say, hey, no more nukes, but are you going to tell me, like, any government who has nukes isn't going to be like, yeah, we destroyed them all? But don't have a fucking stockpile somewhere hidden.
True. Do we have any gunpowder?
I don't know. Would Gregory have been making gunpowder for any particular reason?
Yes.
I was actually asking the one who was controlling Gregory.
Gregory is captured, is he not?
He is, but whatever he was working on is still probably there.
Greg keeps a keg around for just in case purposes. He was working on a bit of a cannon, humongulous, so he's got some of the parts together.
Go take a look for some soap, some flour, water, salt, and his gunpowder.
Flour, water, and
I
salt.
feel like this is flirting with something that probably shouldn't be conversed upon on YouTube.
This is the D&D way to make napalm.
Well, the grocery side of things, we've got already in the kitchen area.
Well, however you guys are doing this, just let me know when you're doing this and what everybody is doing.
All right. While they're doing that, I'm going to start tying ropes up to the loading ramp.
Okay.
You playing cards with Sky and the child.
Go fish.
Go fish.
I see no fish. I would have eaten.
Sky, just like fish where? Fish.
Fish heads, fish
This
heads.
guy enjoys this game. Though I see no fish.
I use minor illusion to make a fish.
Her tail twitches, but she realizes it's just an illusion.
One day, Sky. One day. One day.
Damn it! I can't find the actual things for the napalm burning.
Well, for napalm?
Yeah, to find the actually like what the would be.
I don't know. I'd probably put it on the point of like burning hands at like maybe level 3.
Yeah, I'm looking under
I
explosive.
was saving
I'm
this.
just thinking the recipe from the Anarchy's cookbook. So I figure out how to do that.
Wait, you were looking it up?
No, I actually know it. I've read the parts of that book before.
I was
I bet you
saving these
have.
for Warforge, but I do have some explosive bola. But for a couple of guys in half plate, we're talking 3 soldiers, necromancers, yes, but
Plan for spellcasters.
You're talking 5d per turn of damage.
I
Is
mean,
that what you were kind of looking at there, Kai?
What was that?
You said level 3 party hands, right?
Uh huh.
So that is 5d6 for a failed deck save.
Yeah, probably. But with something that would probably be like continuous, the deck save would probably the deck save instead of having it would probably be like none. Like they dodged out of the way completely. Because the way I'm seeing napalm is like that shit gets on you, and you can't really fucking brush that shit off.
You can't, you fucking crispy critter.
Actually, thinking of that, what's the roof made out of for this house that they're in?
You gather some of it is probably stonework because it's near a mine, but some elements of it are probably wooden.
Damn, I was hoping for thatch.
Well, if we could break through the fucking wood, through the thing a bit, and then, maybe.
If you
well,
were down
do we
in
even
maybe
know
like
where they're- do we even know where they're at yet? I haven't done a scout recon yet.
We're waiting for you for that.
Okay, well, I thought we were waiting in the dark. Okay.
well,
Someone,
it is nighttime now. It is nighttime whenever I say it is nighttime, and it can be nighttime whenever you want me to make it nighttime.
Okay. All right.
Can you please make it nighttime?
All right. Same as before. If something happens locally, please someone slap me in the chest. I go ahead and control Gray to do a scout recon to try and find those 3 soldiers and what house they're actually in.
Easy enough to find. How much time do you want to spend on it?
All right. First, I want to locate it and
Easy enough to do, but I'm pretty sure it'd be outside of the range of you being able to control him, unless you guys are hovering invisible over the town.
okay. I send him out with the thought of find the 3 soldiers, come back to me to lead us to him.
Well, you pretty much know where they were. If you're trying to give him the command to find out where exactly they're stored up, easy enough to do. I would say over the span of like half an hour, maybe even an hour, you would find that they're kind of like holed up within one of the larger houses, not too far from the city circle.
Okay, so at this point we're following Gray then. Okay.
And you have noticed that throughout the night, throughout that half an hour period, they've been one of them have been like standing off, ritual casting, like a zombie making spell.
All right, so the situation's going to get worse the longer we wait. All right.
All right. Have any of you guys dealt with the roach before?
That's a great question.
Sorry, dealt with what before?
Have you rolled down a rope before? Pretty sure you've been trained in this.
But before we do this, there's some. Are we above them now?
Do you wish to be?
Well, more or less, did Tom find them.
He found them. He would have probably mentioned the minute that they did, and probably explained. I don't know. I'm not trying to speak for Tom.
Well, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Is if based on the range thing, if we've yes, I have explained everything that Gray has shown me, and I've led us to the base that Gray found, and that's how we're finding that ritual caster still casting. So the clock is ticking. The longer we wait, the more zombies we have to fight.
And within that period of time, you have seen not only 3 but 5 of them.
They're out in the open.
There's
At
5
this
soldiers
point-
now.
Yes.
Okay.
You figure at some point they were off doing something in another part of the town. I'm the DM. I'm not going to put all the big bads right in the middle so you can just firebomb them. I've done this before.
But are they out in the open? At least some.
Currently. But you kind of also get the idea that they're probably doing some sort of shifting rotation. And this is probably the point where they're all awake.
I turn to Valen and I say, "Is it time?"
Is it time? Is it time? Is it time?
But as far as you
No,
can,
he knows what
as far as you can tell right now, you do see 5 of them.
Are they all practicing ritual?
Yes, they're basically like they're walking over, like raising one of them into a zombie, and you see that they have like a small delay before they'll go over and raise another one.
How close are
Should I?
What was that?
How close are they?
How close are they?
Yes.
Are you hovering over the town?
We're about 300 feet up.
Are you visible?
Right now I have Sky having invisible over the ship.
That's all I needed to know. Then, like you can be anywhere within that distance that you want.
All right, so about 300 feet above them.
Then you're 300 feet above them.
I turn to Valen. Can I do it now?
You really want to jump 300 feet?
The other thing.
He wants to drop a bomb on them.
Well, I think so does Velen.
We say bomb, and Valent's ears perk up. Huh? What?
All right, show me what you cooked up. What's the size?
What was that?
It's like, show me what you cooked up. Show me your size.
I've got a pretty large amount of napalm. Probably filling in.
Ounces, man. Ounces.
I'm
What do
trying-
we got?
Trying to convert it in my head, okay? Metric.
I'm perfectly able to work with me.
I've got like a 4-liter jug's milk kind of container filled with napalm.
All right.
See, I know what that is. That's 2 liters of Coca-Cola.
Yes, it is. Fuck it. I sit there standing at the edge and I drop the napalm. bomb, and then I cast enlarge on it. Kyber, look on your face.
Okay then.
I'm gonna yell up to Sky on the cockpit. Fire the fireball!
What level are you firing it at?
Be level 3 since it's the only thing she gets.
Well, remember you can upcast.
Arcana.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cast that to 6.
6th level. Holy chakra bombs.
Use that to ignite the napalm.
Can I? Wait, is this? How is this? Never mind. I don't know how this works. Hold on, I think this.
So he enlarges it 8 times its size. So instead of being 4 liters, it's the equivalent of 4 times 32 liters. So 16 2 liters of Coke.
We'll call it a kick.
You know what? Just make it like a level 9 fireball.
How would that even be?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd do the math.
Do you want me to do a shocking ending?
8d6
Yeah, do a shocking ending.
8d6 on the 4th level
8 plus.
or higher. The damage increases 1d6 for each spell slot above 3rd level.
4th, 5th,
Did I
6th,
just
7th, 8th, 9th. So that's 6. What was the base?
8.
d6.
15.
That sounds really low.
8. So 15 times 8.
Hold on.
Oh, it not fireball 6.
It's 6.
A target takes 8d6 damage.
So it's 8,
Rolling.
15d6.
And times 8. 15 times 8.
It'd be 14d6.
And then times that by 8 for my enlarged. Are we already including that in there?
That's included to make it to level 9.
And because it involves napalm, it's going to be continuous over time, which, like,
All right.
what is, guys? Where the fuck this guy go? There you are. She has a dex save of 16. Man, that's gonna be a lot. With disadvantage.
Did I just commit a war crime?
Okay, 1 failure, 2 failures, 3 failures, 4 failures. All of them fail.
I just committed a war crime.
This just in the Corvair Gazette. Some unknown group has committed a war crime using magical napalm.
Hey, Dark.
Alright.
I
I
like your
slap
style.
Featherfall and the rest of us. Well, all 4 of us. And then jump. Or I bring the ship in to around 30 feet off the ground. Cast Featherfall on us and jump.
Why? They're dead.
He thought someone
Yeah,
was.
but isn't there
We
spots that we deny?
Evicted the town.
Like, I just rolled Fireball off of Brynfane at level 9. That was 46. They all failed, which means they're going to take that again another round. They have 66 hit points.
Did everyone there die?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, let's clean it up and collect some loot, boys.
Spending time. Well, you gotta wait for that to stop burning. Unless you want to start taking 46 damage every round.
I have a seat, and I'm watching, waiting for the fire to die down as I just start marking my arrows. I'm writing Valinar remembers on the arrows as I smile at the fire.
Fucking enlarge. But yeah, that came out of left field. I was not expecting the enlarge.
I got a new spell when we leveled up last.
I was sitting here and I'm like listening. I'm like kind of falling asleep, and then next thing you know, I see a message pop up on my screen saying "napalm with fire," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like I was so fucking confused on what the fuck this man just said to me right now.
No, I'm within large. That's what I sent
Oh
you.
yeah, napalm with the large. I was like,
Yeah.
first off, where the fuck did you get to napalm? I'm so confused with that.
He's been cooking that up for a while.
Oh shit.
He spent some time to make it. Because someone has read the Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh my god.
Actually, that was Reddit.
I said someone. Never stated you.
Well, now all the buildings are on fire. So.
No, I don't necessarily know how long it would last, but I would assume it wouldn't be very insanely long.
Can we use like dust to like snuff it out?
Like you just big ass fireball explosion. You see like everything within the square just like burning for I would say like a good 20 minutes or so. I don't know. I don't, as a standard citizen of the United States of America, know how long napalm burns. I'm assuming because it's a fuel source, it won't be very long outside of the things that are flammable that are still burning.
I'm scared just to look it up.
All right.
I
FBI
wouldn't
answer my
unless you
door.
want DARPA on your ass.
Okay,
No.
everyone's dead, Dave. So I'll go ahead and create water to create rain to start help cutting the time down on this.
Gas reduce on the flames too.
I will say, as an uninformed DM on the uses of war scale armaments, 5 minutes. I mean, there are still things burning unless you're spending time to basically put out the houses and shop stalls.
No, I'm just trying to get it so we can actually do.
But the overall danger effect of the napalm fireball has been nullified. I would say you probably used up most of the kitchen stores in that process, as well as the gunpowder.
They still have the gunpowder on me.
Like your style, Dark. Dang.
Why fight when you can just nuke them?
And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, should I let them be able to do that? Would D&D characters know how to make napalm? If anyone there probably might have been North Star. I don't 100% know what Dark is doing. I don't know, like, 100% what your backstory is. I'm like, fuck it.
Trained assassin, thief, all that shit.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it.
Gentlemen, this is something we get to do once. Let's be honest here.
You know the funny part is he killed off his wizard.
So the fires are out.
Sure.
Let's go.
And
fucking-
let's say,
Okay.
if anything, you probably at least found a notebook from Gregory of
Yeah.
experiments where he's like, oh,
I think I got the right image in the D&D chat for Discord.
All right. Well, it's getting to that time, but before
Gregory's
that, I
recipe of
want to
things that
go
go
loot.
boom.
Sorry, what was that, Rogue?
I'm gonna go. Let's go loot for some delicious loot.
Okay.
I will investigate the bodies of the soldiers and the if there's anything left. You said that they had the sigils, uh, or yeah, I want to take a look, see if they have anything like. Oh, I used to be
Trying
smart.
to remember what exactly they are. Give me a second. I have to pull up another character.
Zombie population.
Yeah, we should probably be quick here.
You find they have amulets of the blood of Vol. They have not burned in the slightest. I'm trying to see if I can find a quick picture of what the blood of Vol looks like.
While I'm checking them, do they have anything like signet rings or anything?
I'm pretty sure the burning of napalm gets above the melting point of gold and silver.
Well, you're telling me that the amulets survived. I'm asking questions.
Yes, because you can see that they're magical. Yeah, let's
Looks
go
like
with that. I have save image as save. I will drop this.
Already got it.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what they look like. That's the exact picture that I just saved. Except it says the blood of Vol right below it.
Ah,
Not masking at all.
But yes, they're magical.
I want to look in the stone buildings. See if there's anything interesting.
Okay.
Loot inside there.
let's be quick about this because we got a town full of zombies out here too.
I will
Yeah,
do it on my.
what is the status of the zombies?
Um,
Did they catch up in it, or
well, are you guys stealthing? Trying to do this sneakily?
I want to know the status of the town first, or even jump off the ship.
Well, at least two of the peoples jumped down there.
I cast. I'm on my broom. Casted invisibility on myself just in case.
Well, the passive perception of zombies are fucking abysmal.
Mhm.
But you get the idea in the time frame that you had been gone. They had pretty much moved the resurrection of the remaining dead populace up to about 25% living or undead.
Mhm.
And how many got nuked?
Well, there was a good population in the city center.
Oh, to heck with this. Dark, slap my chest if it gets hot right here. I send Gray out on a.
You sure that's Are you sure that's a good idea right now? Seeing how it's just me and you.
You get the idea that they're not exactly moving in on them right now.
Okay.
They're zombies. You've seen the zombie movies. Just waiting for somebody to be like, "Oh, I kicked a spoon."
To heck with the napalm explosion. They're gonna wait for the tin can to get knocked over.
I'm gonna stealth just to be safe.
I'm gonna sit on my deck or my loading deck, and just start casting lightning ball at anything I see moving.
They don't have a very high hit points either,
That's perfect.
and I'm not going to go through, I'm not going to go through, the making you roll for every fucking hit. But yeah, they have like 22 hit points. Some of them seem to be a little hardier before they fall over, but you're just up there just shooting fish in a barrel.
Yep.
Actually, probably kind of playing a pretty decent like distraction as it fires, hits them, and then The noise brings in more zombies into that location.
And I load up. I grab my crossbow and load up a bolt, and I go look at.
So you're firing on one of them?
Nah,
Well, I'm gonna look to see first.
Roll a perception. You see them. Now, your stealth, like they don't notice you at all. I'm assuming North Star is also stealthing.
Correct. I was so stealthy I was muted.
well,
I just want to shoot. I just want to shoot from while I'm. I just want to have it loaded as a thing, precaution in case. But I draw my. I'll draw my rapier just in my other hand.
So you sheath your rapier and
I have my one-handed crossbow in one hand, my rapier in another.
First
Okay.
use my rapier. And
now to try to finish what I was doing before. I was trying to look over a few things. See what they might have on them. That's bullshit that fucking Aaron created. You do find a wand on one of them. And the last thing you find on them is a I think I already gave you guys one of those though.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, it's a golden ivory staff. The other one just looked like he had or the other 3 just looked like they had basic arcane focuses that just deteriorated in the hellfire.
I'll take it all. Snack it in the. I'll pocket it all. And I'll look around the building. Since we blew it all pretty much to smithereens, is there anything else that survived, implying magical power?
No, that was pretty much everything that I had pulled up.
I'm going back up to the owl.
What did
I drop one of the ropes down.
I'm climbing on up to it, and as I get to the top, we blew the hell out of the place. A couple magical items, some amulets. There's not much left there to investigate, boss.
All right, I'm gonna go head back to the owl myself.
Yeah, and it's like zombies at your guys' level. It's like they were supposed to be there for a threat if you decided to engage. But I pretty much had them like triggered for like minion rules.
Well, what about inside the actual building?
Yeah,
Like, not on the corpses, but like,
Huh?
what's in the buildings?
Sorry, what was that, Gato?
So you have interesting minion rules too.
No, they're just supposed to be there to occupy action space.
I know what he means by minion rules. Yeah, I gotcha.
Like they're not supposed to be there as a part of the thread. Like you're not going there to order the steak and just be overwhelmed with salad.
They're to make us think about our actions. That's all.
Everybody's played games like that.
All right.
But for Rogue, real quick, as you look through the other houses, you do see some of them, but I'm assuming you're stealthing,
I'm invisible.
which gives you advantage on them.
So let me go ahead and
Yeah, they don't see you. But as you look through, there's like a lot of the closest ones to the epicenter of the war crime. Most of it's just been decimated. Like some of the zombie and corpse or just dead corpses have pretty much started cremating themselves. So in the ashes, you do see a small sliver of something that is like faintly glowing in what is remaining of the moonlight.
I'm gonna go and pick it up.
And you pick it up. Looks like crystal.
Crystal meth, got it. So I'll throw it in my bag, and then fly back up to the owl.
But you also notice that it, for some reason, it's only glowing in the moonlight.
Oh shit. The Werewolf Stone. Can I evolve myself using this stone and become a werewolf?
I will just say, like, whenever you guys are looking in a place that just has, like, nothing, I'm just rolling on a random trinket table that I found on a random website.
Okay, Aaron. God damn.
Gives me things to fuck with.
It's a glowing.
They could turn into anything. Like, those are what they call seeds for me.
If
The wheel
I go-
of wild items.
if I go high enough, can I see how far it would be to get to a building that wasn't affected, like in the non-homicidal
Explosion.
area? Yeah.
Not very far. I would say like everything within like a 40-foot radius of the napalm explosion is probably just burned to a crisp.
I'm gonna see if I can find a building that has like a second like is it all just like one story? Is there a couple
It's
of
all
like,
mostly one story, and the ones that are they kind of resemble like makeshift are I wouldn't say makeshift, but like smithies where like the smithy is like down below and they're probably living up top or off to the side.
Well, I'm gonna kind of stay above, and I'm gonna like around, see if I can like find anything interesting.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking shit. Oh, I mean, it's a +3, so 14.
Well, this is kind of like a small mining town. Like its main income is like ore and whatnot that's mined from the star peaks.
Mm.
It is a very small town of probably around like 400 to 500.
Well, would there be any like, since it's a mining town, would there be like any like gunpowder just laying around?
Probably.
I'm always looking for gunpowder. I like gunpowder.
As a DM, after seeing what I just witnessed, I'm hesitant on saying yes, but yeah, it probably is.
What? What? Nothing wrong.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't know how to make napalm, and I'm probably gonna keep it to myself because I don't want it to be used up.
Gregory's gonna come back. He just fucking touched in the head. And he's like, I thought of this amazing thing. I want to call it uranium.
Oh, God. And then you slowly start hearing that song from Fallout playing in the background. Uranium fever.
All you need is mithril and you bombard it with magic. If you get it dense enough, you can let off a massive explosion.
But this is great. If we do this, okay, we can create a company called Vault Tech, okay, and we'll use it for experiments. It'll be fantastic.
Joking aside, I would say you probably have enough time to like grab like one or two like barrels down by the actual mine itself before you notice off to the distance.
I've got a picture of Gregory working at chalkboards, just kind of get the equations right, and goes, "There is no balance."
There is no balance.
And then you guys are basically creating the next big bad enemy at the end. He was with you all along.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, the funny thing is, Gregory and I have a plan to help Sigil out when we get him back.
We create the first mana bomb. And now We have intelligent golems that will work for the betterment of humanity. We shall call them Terminators.
Oh no.
Because they will terminate the work a man has to do, thus allowing him to enjoy the peace of the day.
Oh no.
And he's figured out how to modify the teleport circle to teleport through time.
They're all gonna have a fucking like like a venom symbiote on every single one, so it allows them to transform and look like different things.
Somewhere in the Mornland, you just see like the group just kind of just all laid out dead with the notice, "Beware of Gregory."
You know what I just realized? You could legit just make a bunch of golems, have some give them like a necklace of like what was it?
Disguise self.
This guy's self, and they can legit be the Terminator. Holy shit!
There's a character idea.
Oh my god! Boys, I think we're really onto something. We gotta
Hollywood, this is ours. If anything, we'll pay homage to Wizards of the Coast for this. Not you, Hollywood.
We're gonna help the Whispering Owl, and you're gonna see like Gregory working. You're gonna see a bunch of golems just jumping off.
Season 2 of the Whispering Owl.
We're gonna have an army of golems, boys. We got this.
End of the campaign is just the crew of the Whispering Owl just create like a fucking a council that just rules over all of Corvair.
The Council of Owls.
Court
Court of Owls. There we are. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Tails.
I was trying to remember that fucking name. Like I watched it. I was watching Gotham the other day. I was trying to remember the name of that fucking thing.
What town are we in?
Oh, that's right. You were talking about like I see something or some shit.
You see silhouettes kind of similar to the Whispering Owl off to a distance. Good distance. Kind of looks like it's heading your way.
Oh. Hey, cool shit over here. Let me go look at that.
Oh, the explosion has gotten their attention. We need to get out of here.
I will. I'll head back to the Whispering Owl, the one that I for a fact I know.
Or maybe someone was on the receiving end of a sending stone call, and all they hear is.
I'm sorry, but that would have been limited to 25 words.
That's all just one word.
It's one word.
And it just goes on, like he's still listening to it.
And then it just stops. It's like you still have like 23 to go. Like, why did you stop?
Who turned out the lights? Who turned out the lights?
It turned off.
Who turned out the lights?
I'm pretty sure that was our team. Wasn't he up in Asclepios? We should send a detachment out that way to go check it out. Holy shit, I think I see a column of smoke.
I'm gonna go back and be like, boys, we have an issue. There's another ship coming our way, and
Where?
I think, and then I'll point the direction.
I take
where I saw it.
I take my spyglass out to look closer.
It's easy enough for you. You with a fucking just outright passive perception. Unless you want to roll.
Boys, it's time to live up to the name. All right, we're sky pirates. Let's do this. We already kamikaze these dudes, right? We blew that.
Wait,
shit up.
are you implying you want to upgrade?
No. You said
No,
that
the DM is implying we could upgrade.
we can upgrade. But like, if we thinking big brain, okay, if that ship's similar to this one, that means they probably have a pilot with the tattoo. We can always try to see if a dismembered arm or dismembered body part would be suffice.
You just look like a gleeing schoolgirl looking at BTS.
Don't remind me of that stupid shit. Yes.
I'm gonna yell at North. Get up to the main deck and get us under a pass without trace.
Copy.
So you run up there, cast Pass Without Trace through the hull. You see the gleaming illusion just kind of like, I think I described like a mirage-looking effect cover around the ship.
Kind of like the Predator's effect is what we described it before.
Yeah.
Start pulling the ship out.
Go ahead and make your stealth check. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to move into this right now because I have no idea what the fuck you're doing. But if it involves combat with that ship, it's going to take a bit.
I'd rather wait.
33 with the pass without trace, so 43.
You watch as the miraging effect is coasting out, and then it just solidifies into the hull, and it just becomes transparent.
I would be interested at least kind of starting out this endeavor and then moving it on to next week.
She's gonna give you that much?
Okay. So what is this
Gosh.
overall endeavor that I need to know as the DM?
You'll find out as we get into it. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, listen, we just
Hold
wanna
on,
go.
hold on. I gotta get into pulling this out of my ass position. Okay.
Okay.
No,
We're gonna go over there.
Find out how many people they got.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're just gonna talk. No quotation marks. Well, North Star will talk. I'll be somewhere
Oh gosh. Okay.
with two barrels of gunpowder.
You got gunpowder? You found gunpowder in the town?
I'm kidding.
Okay. All right. I go ahead and have a seat at the table while Gray. You're gonna need to keep us close to the ship, boss. But if you can keep us close, I'll do a fly around and scout the thing.
They'll never know I'm here.
Excellent. All right. So I go ahead.
You're gonna fucking Pridwin this shit.
What?
Pridwin, Fallout 4.
I recognize the ship, but I can't remember what you're talking about.
Pridwin, it's the Brotherhood of Steel's ship.
I know the ship, but I'm not sure the situation you're talking about.
Well, it depends on if you've ever gone against the Brotherhood and who you've gone with, but if you go to eliminate them, you literally blow up the Pridwin.
Ah,
I usually side with the Brotherhood because power armor men.
yeah, I'm the same way.
Though somehow people are basically aligning them with, a World War II kind of army organization, which I don't really see personally.
Let's zap 'em.
Well, my first one was Fallout 3's, where they're actually the main allies, so I always kept that mindset.
Well, it was more specifically Elder Maxon's kind of purview in Fallout 4, which was supposedly, I guess, a shift off of regular old Brotherhood of Steel.
Ah,
Because I liked the Brotherhood in 3 and in New Vegas, especially in New Vegas. I thought it was really interesting in New Vegas.
I don't know. Personally, I didn't think it was super radical in Fallout 4. But people will see in things what they want to see in things.
To be honest, I didn't like.
It's more of a reflection of the person who's looking at the object than the object itself.
Well, in my opinion, all of the vanilla options that you start off with fucking suck. Like, that's why I really enjoyed when they released the expansion for that Coca-Cola fucking.
oh, the Raiders.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, because at least they're under my control, and I can just say fuck all you guys. Because like even the Minimed, technically you're in control, but like you still feel like a bitch at the end, right? You still feel like you're that dude's bitch. Like fucking go help out
Yeah,
a
I
fellow man.
wasn't a big fan of the flavor of the Minutemen.
Fucking
No.
garbage, dude.
But I mean, overall, it's like you look at a gun. Some people see a murdering device whose sole thing is to, to kill, and it could. But some people look at it as like it's a way to defend. It's all perspective.
Mm-hmm. Don't even get me started on that.
But
I will.
anyways,
Yeah. Okay.
easy enough to just coast right over this large ship. It's easily almost, I would say, like 10 times larger than the Whispering Owl.
It's 10
Oh.
times.
Thought you
This
said
is a fucking
3, but
battleship.
okay. Damn to hell. Okay.
Okay. Okay. This is what we're gonna do.
No, they're large.
Okay.
We're gonna EMP this shit. Okay. Lightning bolt the fuck out of it. Okay. It's gonna go, and then it's gonna go fucking down. It'll be fucking great. Let's do it. Let's do it, boys.
Okay.
I will fucking do it. I will go through the ship and fucking through the might of fucking Zeus that fucking shit. All right.
All right. How's this playing out?
All right. If we're going to do this, whether it's elemental or the artificer design that the owl is, the key to this thing's flight is going to be in its fire ring. I'm assuming that's still apparent in this new design.
Well, it depends. You guys want to Are we gonna want to try to take this ship over? Because I mean, if it's 10 times, if it's that much bigger, it might be something we might be interested in.
Well, let me
Well,
rephrase. It's like 5 times because I'm realizing that's actually really fucking big.
Oh yeah, that's like Leviathan class battleship.
Yeah.
Well, still,
That's big enough we can store the owl
This
with.
one's more like scout ship size. So the 3 times is actually probably more accurate.
All right,
okay, but that's still much.
that's
That's big.
destroyer size. That's better.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry if
Well-
I got everybody's erections up and then like stomped on them.
No, it's fine. It's still there.
Okay, all right. Let's, tactically speaking, it's easier to down a ship and completely eliminate it than it is to try to take and hold it. We're aware of this, right? How gutsy do we feel?
Well, okay, if they're going on a recon mission, we could wait until they land.
Is the
And-
design basically an upsized version of ours?
Looks like roll a perception check.
20.
It looks very much the same as yours. The metal of the hull looks different. Has like a sheen to it.
Is the observation deck the same spot?
Yeah, for the most part, everything is like almost the same. Outside if it's a little bit more elongated.
Oh, that's bad too.
All right. First thing first, before we do anything else, we'd have to take the keys to the car. If they can't cast, they can't blow us out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get their sigil.
Yes.
So how do we do that?
I was thinking we slow fall down onto it after it's parked, get in there while it's and take it. We take out the pilot and take out the sigil, then get the hell out of there.
Okay. Okay, we can do that.
Confined
Sounds good.
space. Okay.
So I'll stealth.
In the door.
So
In the door. The entry ladder between this deck and the bridge. Is there a door that can be closed?
Well, yeah. There's like it's kind of like a hatch.
Excellent. Great. Yeah, there's a hatch that can be closed. Perfect. Okay. So we do that and we jam it.
Valen, how do you forcibly remove the keys from the ignition?
The usual way, you pull it.
Well, as you can see right now, like if you're just looking at the console because he's flying it right now, Sigil has to be in place. There is like a node section on top of it where Sigil just kind of sits into, and like his body kind of like shifts as if he's like hooking into something.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's no like locks that if the key doesn't want to come out, it won't come out. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Do
so
you wish to look at it?
what are we gonna do with our ship? Are we taking Sigil with us? Take it over?
It'd be safer to leave Sigil there.
Don't
I
worry,
don't-
I'll figure something out.
Okay. Well, let's go. I mean, worst case scenario, we just kill some more fuckers.
Are we going to
I
try
mean,
and
they're already
attack
dead,
this in
right? We'll just
air,
re-kill
or are
them.
we going to wait for them to park?
I'm gonna. Well,
Just jump on and take the key and fucking bounce, and then let the thing crash.
So I'm from what I'm understanding, I'm gonna go into into one of their blind spots on the ship, and I want to land on it. Like, how fast
Well,
are they
hang
going?
on. Time. Valen or Sigil? If Sigil detaches from an airship mid-flight, what is going to happen to the ship? Is it actually going to float in the air, or is it actually going to crash?
Nah, the load zones will keep it up.
Okay.
So we go in, take their Sigil, run, and
They're stuck in
take
the
their
air.
ship.
So the thing is, how we're gonna get them to open up the cargo bay?
No, I say we go in through the top, through the glass or something. Or,
Oh,
yeah. All right. Are there any hatches that go directly to the bridge? Do they have an emergency hatch or anything into the bridge?
Oh,
Well,
you're the guys
to be
with the
honest,
first-
everything that you're going with this, like you're also going at it as if it's going to be the same layout as what you're currently standing.
Well, that's logically should. My thought pattern is it should just be a larger version of
Okay, well,
the ship.
who's the most perceptive? Because we can have someone who the most perceptive person just take a quick gander.
I'm only got +6.
I have a +9.
I will allow 2 people to do it separately, or 1 person at advantage.
I'm at +6.
I'll take it then.
Take my spyglass.
Take it with advantage.
28.
As you look in, it actually looks completely fucking different.
Oh, it does?
Yes, you do see, where you're normally sitting at, kind of like the helm is more centered and elevated, while there are what appears to be several other locations that down below where there are some people. Actually, you can't really get a good look at them. Actually, I guess with the 28, you could see that they look humanoid. They don't look what you may be assuming because of what happened in Stormhold. They look human or humanoid. And with that perception, you would be able to see fucking tentacles if they were. You do see not one, but 2 people sitting up at the pilot section. You don't know if it's how exactly that's working without being able to examine it. And you do also notice that it is much like a much larger kind of like control module for the flying.
Is there obvious glyph in there?
Not visible. You do see that right at the front of it looks like there's like some sort of like access hatch. You don't necessarily know how it opens, but there is some obvious plating up in the front that looks like it's removable.
All right, we got 2 thieves on board. We should probably be able to get through a hatch.
And I would say you see at this moment probably about 8 people in the command center of we'll call it. The bridge.
Okay.
We'll do this.
Can we
We'll
take
need
it?
a way to lock down the bridge.
I have an idea, but this might. I don't know how this is gonna work. Hold on, let me check something real quick.
As far as for sealing the hatches, water and freeze it.
If I can get within space, Kyber, and if I cast invisibility, and I misty step through, because it's technically a spot that I can still see. Would I still keep everything as long as it's not concentration?
Yeah, Misty Step isn't going to break concentration. Well, when I
think
use
Misty Step
things,
does break invisible, though.
when the way I kind of rule invisibility, it's when you're taking a physical action against something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not going to be like, you can Misty Step invisible. I don't care about that.
Okay.
This is way cooler.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Okay, who is the second person that wants to come with me? Because I'm gonna go on my broom here.
I'll go, because that way we still have Valen on board to actually steer the ship if things go fucking sideways.
All right, so me and Dark will go, and I am going to. While he's with me, I'm gonna cast. I'm actually gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
With invisibility or just pass
No,
without
just
trace?
just
Okay.
just Pass Without Trace. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and
And then
I would say both of you, but I already know where the rogue is going to end up.
So let me do my roll real quick. That's a 17. Okay, well that's gonna be a rip.
So did you want me to? Do you want me to roll stealth?
Sure. Let's see how big the number is. 31. Gods can't see you. And I would say collectively, like that kind of works collectively.
Yeah.
Because you're all basically at one entity.
Oh, okay. And I think actually, hold on, didn't I have something that gives me? I swear I had something that helps me with my dex, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go. So we're gonna be flying, and then I'm going to once I kind of get I'm gonna look for like a visual for the interior, and I'm gonna try to misty step into a spot where like no one's really looking.
Okay. So you cast the Misty Step. You roll a 1d6 for me.
Okay. 1d6.
And suddenly you just collide with the windshield and you're reflected backwards.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Do I? From where we are, can I see where the hatch or that hatch thing is?
Well, real quick, give me a Constitution check to maintain concentration on your invisibility.
Okay. Saving throw, Constitution.
Yeah, you just got to beat a 10. You didn't take major damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're still invisible, but there was an audible.
Mm.
And as you collided with it, you also did see kind of like a rippling light effect.
Anti-magic.
Yeah.
In particular, magical carapace. Actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick. It actually kind of sucks if this is the exact opposite of what I'm thinking. What the fuck is it called? Okay.
Okay.
Probably should have read that first. But still, like it you cannot enter through it.
Okay. And is that hatch still there? Or can we see
From the
hatch?
outside, you do see like doors. Not too dissimilar, but they're obviously more armored.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to open it.
Well, you do notice that there are people moving on the inside now. But as you walk over, you try to. It's locked.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah, go for it.
pick the locks?
Are you jumping down onto the ship?
Yeah, I will jump down. And,
Well, I'll try to hover him like as close to it so he can still do his thing.
Well, when you misty stepped, you left the room.
Oh,
So
well,
technically, it should be falling right now, but I'm gonna say he can kind of control it.
okay.
I will kind of try and land the fucker.
All right, you land. With your stealth,
And
you
then-
make it up there.
And I hand Vaneth back his broom and say, and look at it and just try and pick them.
All right, go ahead and give me a.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Thieves' Tools is a thing by itself. Do you have expertise with your Thieves' Tools?
I don't know. I just have them.
How many proficiencies or expertise do you have?
I'm trying to find that.
How many dots you got with circles?
He's got 2.
4. Arcana, investigation, sleight of
Okay,
hand, and
no,
stealth.
you have.
These with these souls in.
Yeah, you don't. You have 2 expertise, 1 in sleight of hand and stealth, and Arcana investigation. So it would just be your Dex check with your for your Thieves' Tools.
Oh wait, he doesn't have proficiency in Thieves' Tools?
He has proficiency with it, so he gets his Dex plus proficiency.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't have expertise in his Thieves' Tools, so he doesn't get double proficiencies.
So I get my dex and then just add 4
Yeah,
to
so
it.
you're basically rolling with a +8.
Oh man.
Wow. You get in there and you start fiddling with the tumblers, and, like, you start applying pressure, and right as you hear the first click, you hear the door mechanisms unlocking from the other side.
Okay.
They unlock.
It's unlocking from the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly grab him, put him on the broom, and we're gonna fly just like slightly above it. So like when the door opens, I'm gonna kind of see like how far he comes out. If he fully comes out, like we're just gonna kind of be like on the top.
All right, go ahead and both of you give me another stealth check.
Oh, so I found out what I can do, and it was I can roll a d4 and then add it to my stealth check, which I'm not really gonna need. But in this case, it was 21 plus 24.
Makes it 34. With pass without trace. No.
So you still
Oh
have
wait,
trace?
Oh, yeah.
without trace.
Yeah,
yeah.
rolling.
No, I still passed without trace because I passed the concentration. So it's 20.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
you were
34.
using pass without trace, not invisible.
Yeah, 34.
So I get 31. He gets 34.
Yeah, that you see 3 of the like heavily armed people wielding spears and shield, very kind of Spartan but with more plate, come out. They walk around, they're investigating.
As soon as like there's an opening, like I'm gonna have him go in.
I don't even know why the fuck I'm rolling these, because with their investigation they cannot get to a 34 or a 31.
Yeah, we're gonna try to slither our way through.
Yeah, they look around. You Two of you stand out here on guard.
Well, as soon as we go in, we're gonna
Oh,
fuck-
you're slipping in now?
we're gonna slither in, and while we're slithering in, I'm gonna close the door behind us.
And I'm gonna lock it.
Well, the minute you close the door, you hear the and you turn quickly, and you just see a group of people just looking at you.
Okay, so here's the plan. Okay, do we really want to save this ship? We
Fuck it. Let's just destroy it.
I've already told you how to deactivate it.
okay, fine. Then what I'm gonna do? I don't know if this is gonna work. 'Cause I don't know how this. Um, I am going to whip out a potion of speed,
Okay.
and then I am going to. I'm going to then. I'm going to try to. I'm going to like look like as like from where I remember where the cockpit is. Like how like what's like, is it like close to it? Is it far?
Which cockpit?
Like from where the control the
Helm.
yeah the
Where are we from the helm?
Well, it's 3 times larger than the bridge of the Whispering Owl.
mhm.
The helm, which Velen normally sits in, is more centered and raised. And the port where you normally would see now what the fuck's his name? Sigil plugged into, which is normally open on your ship, is like armored almost.
Mhm.
And you see 2 people standing at the helm looking in your direction. You see 4 other people that were sitting in chairs and like this kind of like I wouldn't say computer panel, but I'm saying it just for the reference. It's more magic. Just kind of like set up, and they're standing there
Mhm.
with their hands on, or well, near some of the nodes that you would normally cast spells through.
Okay. Do we,
And you also see off to the back there is stairs kind of leading down into 2 separate doors that obviously lead somewhere.
Mhm.
But there is currently, I said 3 people stepped out onto the balcony, so there's, I think I misspoke. There's 3 people at the front, and then there's the 2 people in the pilot's chair.
okay, so there's 5 people in total.
There's
Now-
5 people in there, yes.
I can't remember how it works, but on this one, is there like from the way our ship works? How do we like? Does does the pilot have to open up the back, like the cargo bay?
No, normally that was done like down in the cargo.
Okay. Well, now all like from all the people, like are they armored or are they just kind of like in?
None of them are particularly heavily armored. I would say they're probably like, I would say like the equivalent of like studded leather. Like they're not. The 3 that stepped out were wearing, I believe, half plate.
I'm picturing kind of this when it comes to your description of the deck and resources.
Yeah, something like that, but less like mechanically elevated, and it's more solidly built. Like in that space, like the space below it is kind of it's enclosed, and right on the front there's the panels that closest resemble where Sigil would have plugged in.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Dark and say, all right, well, time to kill. And but from the 2 people that are sitting down, I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers on them, but still kind of like avoid the console, but so it just specifically is over those 2.
By this point, I'll say you're proficient enough to try to avoid damage to unnecessary devices.
Actually, let me. I'm gonna cast that at the 3rd level.
So we've been seen, right?
Yeah, so I'm dropping
They
the
ha-
fucking pass
Well,
without.
yeah, you you and Rogue have been seen.
Yeah.
And I would say with a perception check from Valen, he has seen that they have been seen.
And okay, so there was 3 people in there. 3 people, heavily armored dudes are outside. 3 people at consoles and 2
And it's
people
like,
driving.
I know
right?
you guys had high stealth checks, but like, you literally opened an armored door or slipped through an armored door and then just slammed it
No, and that's
or
fine.
closed it.
Well, that's fine. I'm just trying to make sure I fully understand the situation.
Okay, and I'm trying my best to explain it.
And you cast cloud of daggers on the
2 drivers.
the 2 drivers. Okay. I am going to pick one of the other 3 guys, and I'm going to cast magic missile at the.
Well, I think there's only 5 people in general. Yeah, so we have one of the other 3. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So and then that leaves 2 other people. So I'm casting magic missile at the second level as a second level spell.
Okay. I just need damage numbers here, boys.
Oh.
Shit. So do I do 2? So it's 4d4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, why does it say 64?
Did you cast
Oh,
it at a
okay,
higher level?
because it's 3rd level. Okay. And do you want me to do that for both, or are you just gonna use the same number for both?
Just roll one of them. They're all within the same effect.
Yes. So I did 11 damage against 1
Boys, I rolled
of the.
4 nat ones. 10 on that shit, dude. That's fucked.
Well, I haven't.
Well, you fire the magic missile at the one dude. He gets blasted off his feet, laying on the ground, but he's still moving. He's fucked, but he's currently getting up. The other 2 are sitting in the cloud of daggers. They're buckled and strapped in. They're gonna at least be there for another round. And now it's initiative. And I'm gonna do this more in theater of mind.
Roll the fucking 7.
Don't want to get out the blank piece of board and just write some circles.
I suppose I can do that.
It'll probably help you out a lot, so you can keep a clearer eye. What's what?
Pardon my horrible trolling. Fuck. I just also realized you guys aren't on this page. Alright. Draw shape. I think it's Alt for circle. Say that's kind of like the bridge space. That's kind of like the lower level. Overall space is probably a little bit large. Bitch! Ooh, fuck you too. I feel like I'm almost drawing a penis.
I'm sure you won't be the first.
What the fuck? Select? Of course I would only get that one. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, oh my god, fuck all of you.
Wow.
Just do a theater of the mind.
Yeah. Anyways, like, you have the space right there, that's where the 2 people are sitting. There's a low... Like, there's 2 people sitting up here, side by side. Well, they're actually more back here, sitting side by side. And then there's the 3 over here. One of them is blasted on the ground. You guys are currently over here.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. just realized I need this. I need to clear everybody the fuck off of it. Except for you.
I'm just curious. Okay, so Dark and uh, Rogue took the magic broom onto it. How the heck did Valen and I get onto the ship?
You're not. It's just
You
those
guys
two.
aren't there.
Okay. You said roll initiative, and it's like, okay.
No, initiative was for them.
Now you're
Okay.
bugging.
I just realized I need tokens for this shit. Fuck audio. See, this is why I didn't want to do this right now. Actually, we'll just call it there because it's 10:15.
Is that counted? That's damn.
Yeah, it's like you get we're ending off. You guys close the door, turn around, everybody's looking at you.
Okay, so
In scene.
I didn't cast the magic
Yeah,
missile.
we'll redact some of that. Give you guys some time to actually think about it. I'll try to draw up a map of what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
That way you have a better idea, and I can set something up more permanent-ish.
I'm gonna cast the same thing, but hopefully this time I won't have fucking 4 nat 1. Yeah. Well, Dark, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, we're gonna fucking murk
Oh
him.
yeah. What level? You said second level magic missiles. Fucking put them to brink of death. It is gonna be really fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it was definitely a pleasure committing war crimes with you. I'm gonna log off for now. Are we getting a level for the war crime?
You guys will probably get a level after you guys figure out what you're doing with this shit.
Aww.
I just gave you one.
Yeah, but we committed. Well, we killed like half a city.
You killed 5 people. The other ones were already dead.
Wait,
You
killed.
Yeah, we.
We over like 300 people.
And I should have made so much of that harder. But man, what can I do when you guys are rolling over 30 on stealth checks?
I know my fucking stealth is actually doing something.
But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.
Later.
I'll try and send you a message later, Rogue, and we can figure something
For
out.
sure.
Bye, guys.
Or reminds me